So open play this weekend.
We saw some wild shit this weekend.
What I heard from a random player was completely different than what actually happened.
Oh, nice.
This guy slipped and dislocated his shoulder. Cop happened to come first for whatever reason, probably because he was closer, like you said.
Yeah.
I heard he got into a fight with another player and got pushed and then dislocated his shoulder.
I'm gonna find this on Reddit. I'm gonna find this on Reddit this week.
Piss
That's a
people
step too far.
Has Zulu 24 gone too far?
Well, do drop it in the comment section because we'll tell that story next week.
That one was great.
That one was the internet is fucking undefeated. Like,
And criminals telling themselves.
yeah, the criminals out themselves. That is, yeah, 100%.
My brother in Christ.
The window.
Get off of the train tracks right now. The train is coming.
Dude. First off, though, it was a great weekend.
Yeah, excellent weekend. Everybody came out this weekend. Thank you very much.
On Saturday, I wanted to play. I saw the crowd.
I
saw all the boys were playing, and I was like,
the season passes are on sale.
Season passes are on sale.
Season passes are on sale. They are selling. Don't wait. We are stopping. Well, the sale of the season pass, the 2026 season pass, ends December 31st. So you got to get them now. We're only selling 100, so there's limited quantity. With that, you get obviously all your entry to open play, night games, Friday nights when we do those are all covered with that. You get 3 guest passes. You also get priority for any Zulu produced events. So you will get an email first and asking basically, hey, do you want to play? What team do you want to play on? And then you also get a discounted entry for those events. You also get 10% off everything we sell up at the counter, not in the shop. I don't own the shops. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Zulu 24 podcast. As always, I'm joined by me being out of breath and Anthony from Airsoft something Studios. He builds guns and whatnot. And then Jordan from Zulu Outdoor. Hey, guys. How are you?
Hello.
I'm still reading these comments on this video.
That's okay.
I love when one of the Zulu shorts gets hundreds of thousands of views. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? The comments are always perfect. The moment anything Airsoft becomes mainstream, the comments are just, wow.
They're fucking
Next
gold.
on the Nico Ortiz steals our content reel.
Oh, maybe. Keep an eye out for that one. It might. Yeah, it might hit it. Yeah. It'd be cool. Actually, we should make a bet in the comments if you think Nico's going to steal that one. I don't know.
Well, Anthony's right. Every time a short goes above about 400,000 views, it pops up in a Nico Ortiz video.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because the last one was the one from the anniversary game where that kid that Anthony was talking about earlier, like Wookie or whatever, I can't remember his exact call sign. He did the whole I can run faster than 500 FPS.
Oh, yeah.
That one. Immediately, Nico Ortiz was like, come here, let me steal that.
Yeah.
Let's see, which one currently has the most views?
I think it's that one.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely that one.
No, there's the one where the guy got safety killed.
Oh, yeah,
And
all
they
the
think
bots.
it's staged.
Yeah, all the bots.
They all think it's staged.
Well, it's also because that kid's got like 4 pro-Ukrainian patches on at the same time. So
Yeah.
all the Russian bots are just like, bruh, Ukraine.
Yeah. What's crazy, too, is like, you're right. Once it gets over like 100,000 views or whatever, like the algorithm puts it out. And I think a lot of people who like shoot guns,
End up
like it puts them in their algorithm.
Yeah.
So then we get all the posts from people who are just like, this is Airsoft. Fucker, or really trying to deep dive the video and be like, why is there a guy, if they're in combat, why is there a guy wearing a high vis vest, like with the mortar one?
That was the Facebook comments too.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I remember when that one happened, I sent it to you and I was like, oh, I thought we thought Facebook was dead. Turns out it's not.
I was just looking today. We have 12,000 people following the Zulu page.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Sorry, Facebook fam. We left you behind.
No, everything I post to Instagram goes directly to Facebook too.
Yep.
And you can always tell when I forget to scroll all the way down on the Instagram post and turn off, don't post this one to Facebook. And it's like, all of the open play photos have been posted on our Facebook page, link in bio. And I'm looking at it on Facebook going, fuck, I forgot to not post that one.
Whoops.
Yeah.
You know what I appreciate about this?
What's that?
They said that it was staged.
It wasn't.
Because if this was posted a week ago and had this many views, they would say it's AI. Staged is better than AI because at least staged is real.
Yes.
Yeah, I get. Yeah,
I get where you're going.
I don't know.
But that was a true to life whole like moment that happened during a World War III game here.
Yeah. Jordan, are any of the videos that you post, are any of them staged?
No.
Yes.
Well, besides the Richard and Dick ones, because those are
No, those aren't
are
staged.
scripted.
That's real. That actually happens.
Like the
that
night.
happened.
Remember we did like the night game commercial?
Yes, that one. But again, is that any more or less scripted than the Richard and Dick one?
I mean the gameplay.
The gameplay videos? No,
No,
everything
no,
everything
gameplay
happens. That's why I make the jokes. Some days I walk off the field and I have an hour to 2 hours worth of usable footage out of that camera. Some days I walk off and I'm like, I got maybe 5 minutes because
Thank God there's a backlog.
Open play is me running around with a camera trying to film an action movie with no script.
Yeah.
Like the day that Dave looks at me is like all day. It's been like you're like 2 minutes behind being here for all the cool shit.
Yeah.
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 Is what it is. Anyway, just had AMS come through last weekend. I'm sure everybody watched the Bo interview. Be kind to him. He's trying his best.
It was awesome to have Bo on for the podcast because I
Finally,
know.
yeah.
I don't think it was last Eastern Front. Maybe it was. But we tried to get him on the podcast back before we were homeless. We got Cody, and
Yeah.
that was good. It was nice to have Bo, though, because
We love Cody. Cody's great. He's the other half of American Milsim. He's just a lot more reserved.
He's not the most talkative person.
Yeah, we
love Cody.
He's straight to the point. I mean, good guy.
He's a man of few words.
Yeah, straight to the point. Bo's more the face of the outgoing face of the company.
yeah,
So,
Cody'd ask him like, "How was your how was traveling up here? How was it?" He'd be like, "It was good."
That was a pretty good Cody impersonation, actually.
it's good. Yeah, Bo. I mean, Bo can talk for days. He's like the easiest podcast ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could have easily turned into a 6-hour podcast.
Yeah, he just had to go to dinner. But
Yeah.
If it was revealed while we were filming that you played, what was the game?
Oh, so that was Saturday night. Bo and I were walking around during the night game. I found out he is a huge Apex Legends player, like top of the leaderboard Apex Legends player. He's like, I play every season. I usually get platinum or whatever the highest rank is. He's like, last season I took a break, didn't get as high as I normally do, and I'm like, really? And he's going, yeah, he's like, I love those fast-paced games. I'm like, I've been playing Battlefield, and then he starts going on, what's that game that you liked?
Oh,
That-
Arc Raiders.
He's like, I've been loving Arc Raiders. And
It's a
I
good
sat there
game.
laughing, going, you should fucking talk to Dave. He's obsessed with that. And he's like, Dave plays video games? I'm like,
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Like, come on.
I'm a cuss millennial. We invented it.
I was like, he hates Battlefield right now, but he's loving Arc Raiders. And he's like, I love them both. They're so good. And I'm just sitting there laughing, going, is this why there's an American Milsim gaming Instagram page? And he's like, yeah, we're going to do something with that eventually. And I'm like, the amount of times I have said that, like, hey guys, we're going to do this. And then we never get to it. I'm like, I understand, but I
Yeah.
still think it's funny because that one's not shadow banned and the American Milsim page is.
So Arc Raiders is a cool game. The premise is neat. The game looks beautiful. It runs really well. Like, it's a third-person PvPvE game, much like Tarkov, but like
I've heard so many people compare it to Tarkov.
it is only like Tarkov because of its core mechanic. Because you're going into a raid with a timer.
Yeah.
And there's other players and like these arc robots or whatever. And you're looting shit. Like, that's the only, and then from there on, it's a completely separate game. But it's in third person, and there's a lot of like, third person PvP games can get kind of
Cheesy.
yeah, because you can do the third person
Like the peak.
look around a corner
Yeah.
type thing. But I'll be honest with you, it is. I haven't played that much. I've done maybe like 10 raids, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. And it's the oddest fucking thing ever. When you're like shooting these robots, there's like these different type of robots, but they react with physics. It's so good. You shoot like, okay, so there's like these drones, right? That are about the size of like a DJI drone.
Yeah.
And there's one type of drone that just, all it does is find you and then set off an alarm, and it brings over more drones, like with machine guns and shit on them.
Oh shit.
And then there's like bigger and bigger and bigger. And then there's like the Queen, and like there's Goliath fucking like crawlers, and whatever. Super cool. So you have to like shoot their blades off, because there's 4, right?
Yeah.
And they react so beautifully. Like, you can tell it's struggling to keep itself oriented. And I guess they used like a learning AI, and so they taught like all like it was like machine learning.
Yeah.
So they react so believably to when you shoot off a limb or shoot off a fucking. It's so good, and the game looks beautiful. But the other strange part about it is all the other players, human players, are so friendly.
I noticed that in a lot of shorts I've seen.
Nobody wants to fight, dude. Like it's so everybody's still kind of learning the ins and outs of the game, and the like the Ark robot, menace or whatever is fairly hard. So most people are just like, they'll help you out. Like if you're just a new guy and you're like, oh my God, I got this poopy gun, and you're getting surrounded by these little fucking drones. So people come over and just help you. And then there's like the exfil parts or whatever, or points or whatever. You'll go there, and as you're walking up, you'll hear, because you can VoIP. You'll hear from two different directions, like friendly. You're like, yeah, man, we're friendly, dude. Like you all extract together. It's pretty wild. I had literally had a guy ask, like, hey, are you PvPing? And I was like, no. And he goes, oh, okay. He's like, I am. I want to get better at PvP, but I'm just waiting for somebody.
Like, so he was like challenging people to a duel.
He was asking politely, like, hey, do you want to fight it out or no? Okay, no, yeah.
But like in that game where you encountered him, could he have just like shot you dead?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was just being like just courteous, like, hey,
Yeah, he could.
Which is a
that is rare.
complete and opposite reaction to, I remember it was the episode with Ian. You guys were talking about Tarkov. And
Oh
you're like,
yeah.
You VoIP, I kill you. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
you're
yeah,
like, I trust no one in Tarkov.
No, 0%. But it's still weird. Everybody's still trying to figure out like what loot is valuable and all this stuff. And so nobody really you don't know if you have anything of value on you.
Yeah.
So
It's not like Tarkov where you see a LEDX and you're like, oh,
yeah, right. Like
piece of candy.
I did end up killing another player once because he shot at me, and then I don't know if his internet cut out or what, but he shot at me and then immediately started running in place.
Oh,
And I was like, oh,
sweetheart,
not like this.
get wrecked.
Yeah, dude. I was like, unfortunately, you shot at me.
He somehow has DSL.
No, I don't know. I don't know if like I freaked him out. So his like mouse hit his keyboard and his keyboard shifted over into his computer and his tower like fell off the ground, like something like that. But he immediately started running in place. And I was like, I felt bad. It was a mercy kill for sure. But then when I looted him, I was just like, I have no idea. Like,
Is this valuable?
like there's like a color system.
Yeah.
But I'm still kind of like figuring that out. It's like going into Tarkov day one right now and then looking at like your first time playing Tarkov and you passed up a LEDX or you found a LEDX or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like,
walked right over and I was like, what is this? And you like came running over and you're like, this is a LEDX. And I was like, cool. Is that important? You're like, yes, take it.
yeah. So it's like that, but it's super weird. Everybody's so nice, dude. That's going to change once everybody kind of figures out the game or whatever.
Yeah.
And apparently that like, cause I was just doing like solo queues or whatever. But in the group queue, apparently it's like, all right, gloves are off. Like,
Oh,
there's a lot more like battling going on. But it's a game that I didn't know if I was going to like or not, and it's growing on me. Like it's neat. It's a neat game, and it's in UE5, so it looks beautiful. And
every video I've seen from it, I'm like, this looks cool.
it's fun.
There's just too many fun games out right now. I'm not
a
going to
lot.
play it.
No, there are a lot. And the only other thing too is their raid timers are, in my opinion, short. Like they're supposedly 30 minutes, but every time I've gotten in, it's been like 22 minutes or something. You
I
know,
was going to say 30 minutes doesn't sound like a lot.
no, and like one time I didn't get out because
You just didn't have enough time.
the maps are fairly large, and I was trying to get across. But anyway, yeah, Arc Raiders is fun.
Yeah.
And Bo's a gaming nerd.
So yeah, imagine that podcast if it was revealed that he played Arc Raiders.
Oh, it would have been that for an hour.
Yeah, what the fuck? Now I'm sad.
Yeah.
We'd be like, did we just become best friends? We're gonna make a bunk bed. We're gonna make a bunk bed. We have so much room for activities.
No power tools.
I call top bunk.
This is how we do it. No, it was good. But the game itself, I didn't really see too much of. Eastern Front, I mean, I heard all the fights going on. And by fights, I mean good airsoft being played. I didn't really get out on the field too much because there's just nothing for me to do that weekend. I mean, AMS rents the field. They have their own staff. They have their own everything. And I couldn't even sell stuff because my EG order didn't even come. It was delayed mysteriously by a week. So I was just like hanging out. But you were on the field.
I was. For, I'd say 90% of the game, actually.
Yeah, I didn't see you at all.
Yeah. Well, I took a short intermission Saturday afternoon to rip apart a gas gun and fix it for a customer. honestly, it was just good airsoft. It was fun. Like, was there normal airsofty bullshit? Yes. Was there I walked over. This player was like, I hit this guy 75 times, and I immediately was like, all right, hold on now. I was like, you might.
That's a very specific number.
That's a very sorry. That was like a very specific number, and I'm kind of chuckling, going, you might have shot 75 times.
Yeah.
But I see the bush you're in. I see the bush he's in. I also know that's a 200-foot shot. Maybe you did hit him. I was like, I'm gonna go over there. And as I'm walking, I think it was Bo saw me. He's like, where are you going? I was like, that player complained that he hit this guy 75 times, and he just kind of looks at me. He's like, 75? And I was like, yeah, I know. So we go over, and I have to validate the player's complaint. And I stood there and watched. And when that player finally did get hit, he raised his hand up, called his hit, and sat down on the ground like you should. So like there was airsofty bullshit, but it was squashed immediately.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything grotesque on the field. Some weird iPro. We talked about that for a little bit. AMS has different iPro rules. Besides that, the game ran flawlessly. Like there wasn't any crazy real worlds. I only put out like 2 fires from Enola Gay products.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it was just fires. And actually, one, it was kind of funny. I was standing up here while the night portion was going on, and I see like a group of people down by Newtown, and they're playing and playing and playing, and somebody throws a smoke grenade, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, ceasefire, 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 fire. And I hear them yelling fire, and I'm standing right here, and I'm like, I don't see any fire. And so they're all like running over to this very specific spot, and I can see the specific spot, and I can see a light there.
Yeah.
And they walk up, and then they put their MVGs up or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, it's a glow stick. It's a glow stick." It was
that's kind of funny.
Yeah, it was a green glow stick actually. I could see it from up here, and they were running towards it, and I was like, "There's no way."
Yeah.
Like, that's
No,
not
both the fires I had to put out were at Fuel Depot. One of them was like, all right, that was like a 1 in a million shot. Kid threw a smoke grenade over the berm from CQB into Fuel Depot, and it wedged itself under one of the stacks of the blue barrels that are all like together in a triangle. And one of the players is like, "Hey Jordan, is that on fire?" And I was like, "That smoke went from green to black."
Yeah.
Like I think it might be. And I'm like getting down there. I'm like, "Oh no, that's on fire." And I'm like grabbing a rock, like trying to dig it out, trying to snuff out the fire. An EG-67 like lands. I took my hat off. It lands in my hat, goes off in my face. I'm like, "All right, that's cool, man. I'm dead. I'm a ref." Yeah. And I'm like scraping this fire out. They're like, "You want us to call real?" I'm like, "No, I can put this out by myself. It's fine." Yeah, the other one was at Fuel Depot. It landed in one of the foxholes and lit a couple leaves on fire. Nice. No, but it was cool because AMS, they bring their own capture points. And that's something that I told a bunch of players going into this, because there's always that comment. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to spend $180 to play at Zulu when it's $35 for open play.
Valid.
It's a valid complaint.
Valid.
But every person that said that to me leading up to the event, I was like, this event's not for you. It's for other people that want to come to the field. Yeah. It's too far away for them to justify coming for a normal open play. Mm-hmm. It's like, also, for our normal players, AMS does their own capture points. And I know that sounds like a little, but it's pretty big, because we've seen the AMS flags. They set them up in random spots on the field.
Yeah.
So because of that, you're not playing the field the same way that we play it. Sure, were the spawns similar? Yes, they were using Dirty Mike Shack and Top of the Trail, much like we would. Mm-hmm. But the flags are in different spots. So because of that, you're playing the game differently, even though it is basically Conquest the entire game. It's played differently and it flows differently because the flag points are moved. The buildings are still the same, but it gives you a different taste of how another event producer would run a game here at Zulu.
Sure.
So it's a good opportunity. The fact they did it so late in the year, though, night game started at fucking 4:30.
I see that as a positive.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. I got more night game footage than I have all year because of the sun going down at 4:30.
Yeah.
So every player that rented nods or brought nods, yeah, they stopped at 9. Like, we would run a night game till 11, but that's fine because they also started earlier in the day. That was awesome. They don't require tracers, but 50% of the players on the field had tracers.
Yeah.
It was fucking cool. Like, it was a fun day of Airsoft at Zulu run by AMS. It was a cool night game. Like, you got to see a bunch of try-hard players run around and actually do cool stuff all day.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I only saw what was happening off the field because I was like holed up in my Airsoft Tech exhibit all day.
Yeah,
in my natural
your
habitat.
little lair.
People looking at me through the glass, throwing freaking ice cream cones and biscuits.
I was getting a little jealous because, like, during the night game, I'm just like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'm almost I'm almost half joking about that. I was given treats. So I was doing tech work for a gentleman, and he was so appreciative of the work I was doing. It was like an AK with the jack, a Polar Star jack in it, and it was just like, it's exactly what you expect from an AK
with a jack in it.
with a jack in it.
It doesn't shoot.
Or any open bolt single solenoid. So it was just getting a lot. I was doing a bunch of work. Like, I was like, I got you. Let's just do this. So I was working on it for a while. It was actually a 2-day thing. On Saturday, I started on Friday. On Friday, it just got too dark to range test it after everything. So got it back to him. And I was like, bring it back in the morning. We'll range test it. And I have to do final tweaks. Then I'll do it then. I had to do final tweaks. So Friday night and Saturday going into the night, this guy's with Wookie Bush Airsoft. They brought me glizzies and steak, and like they kept me fed because I did not have time to eat. I didn't have time to piss. So these guys were awesome.
Anthony just drills a hole in his wall and puts a piss funnel in.
Yeah.
He's like, Jordan, run this hose to the bathroom.
And it's like, where did this glizzy and steak came from? It came from the tent city that existed at the bottom parking lot.
Yeah,
it was a whole civilization down there. They had their own culture. They had their own food.
There were neighborhoods.
Yeah. There were laws. They had an HOA.
That guy James, I place here all the time. He built his Kythera with a gas stop. He
Yeah.
comes up here, super nice guy. He's just like, hey, yo, you should come down there and hang out. And he's describing his tent. He's like, it's a huge, like 20 foot by 40 foot tent. He's like, it's got segmented off rooms. It's got a nice atrium in the front that's wide open. I'm like, you're describing a small hotel.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my brain, I was like, maybe he's over embellishing it. So Friday night, I'm leaving at like midnight. And I look off to my left and I'm like, oh no shit. There's a tiny pop-up hotel over there. Holy fuck, he wasn't joking.
Yeah.
You had like multiple pop-ups and then a giant tarp over all of it. So it looked like this orgy dungeon, like something you'd see at Coachella.
There
Or
was
like
a community pool. There was a gym.
it was like Burning Man. It was like Burning Man down there.
He had room service and everything.
Yeah, the tent city down there was actually pretty impressive. And dude, nobody left ruts this year.
Yeah.
I forgot who asked me about that. They're like, you think we're going to need to recover vehicles on Sunday? I was like, fuck no.
Yeah, it's been so dry, doesn't
No,
it?
not even that. I was like, Eastern Front 1 was legitimately rain from Friday to Sunday. And
Yeah.
only like 2 vehicles got stuck. And it wasn't a little bit of rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
But seeing that tent city, I was just like, I was just dreading. I was dreading Sunday afternoon, right? Because that type of tent city with that many people, you get 5 people, you're gonna have trash.
Oh, yeah.
You get 400 people all living like Burning Man
Yeah, we
down there.
talked about it with Bo on the last podcast. The dudes that were parked next to us at Iron Horse, you would have thought it was fucking 30 people. It was like 5 dudes in a car.
Right? So I will say this, big props, right? Big props to everybody who came out for Eastern Front. The trash situation when I came out here on Monday, it looked daunting, right? Because this is kind of a failure on both my part and AMS's part. Usually there's another dumpster.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, that didn't happen this time. So everybody just like brought their trash up and put it near the dumpster. They put it in front of the dumpster, which is kind of dumb, but like whatever. It was near the dumpster.
I get it.
And then down in the down where the tent city was, there was like a pile of, it looked like a pile of trash. And I was just like, oh man. So I came out here Monday and it was raining and I was like, I have to take care of this trash because if I don't, animals are going to get into it. The wind's going to blow it. Like it's going to be so bad. And so I immediately went down to the tent city area to this pile of what looked like just trash thrown in a big fucking pile. And I got down there and everything was in bags.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, like there was some kitchen bags. So like there's like kitchen bags and shopping bags, but everything was tied off. And then there was like some super chads who brought like 3 mil like contractor bags.
I gave like 5 or 6 out.
Oh, God bless those
Wookie
people.
Bush asked me for some bags, so I just gave him a bunch. I said, whoever else doesn't have a bag, if you have spare, to share it.
Oh, dude, those guys are chads, man, because those 3 mil like contractor bags are impervious. So it's like,
Yep.
oh, they're fantastic. So the trash was all bagged up. I just threw it in the back of my truck, came up here. I rebagged everything just because there was like some really thin bags and you know what I mean? And I wanted to make sure no animals got into it. But yeah, man, the trash situation was really fucking good. Like everybody did their part. Everybody had a fucking trash bag and put it in there. There was only one godless heathen who put a like a shopping bag, like the ones they give out here, right?
Yeah.
And it was just like crammed with like everything that they drank and ate, which was basically Mountain Dew and fucking White Monsters and shit into this little bag, and then threw it in a tree. It threw it in a bush.
Oh my God.
And I was like, man, out of 420 people, dude, there's only one fucking godless heathen group that threw trash in a tree. It was fucking awesome, dude. I was actually really surprised and really happy about it. And
pretty good odds.
Yeah, dude. I mean, given some of the ones in the past, we're out here for a couple days cleaning up fucking trash, dude. So if you came to Eastern Front, I appreciate you.
And also, I had no trash in front of my window. People leave things there on like normal weekends, and like trash starts to accumulate, and I find shit like behind the shed.
Yeah, same thing in front of the shop. I'll find your fucking Wendy's and your Sonic cups, and I was like, motherfuckers,
that happens
clean
on
your
like
shit up.
that happens on like normal weekends. But I didn't have anything after this event. It was like
that was good.
Really good.
You know what's funny too? Like, I can tell the player base that came out here really appreciated me being there to help them get their guns situated, especially at night. Because when it got dark, because I worked late, by the time you guys went home, the store was closed. The AMS guys are kind of just hanging out or whatever. And then there's my window with the light on.
Friday or Saturday?
Both nights. Whichever one of the nights, but there's like my window with the light on, and it's this like beacon of light on the top of the hill. And people would come up and be like, oh, thank God you're still here, you know? And it was awesome to help them. It was a really awesome group of players that traveled out here to play, you know? From my end, like nobody was an asshole to me. And I didn't get like stupid bullshit either. It wasn't like I came completely unprepared and I'm hinging my entire weekend that I traveled 500 miles to attend and however many dollars. It's all hinging on you being able to fix this fucked up gun that I've had for months, years, that I never did anything about. That didn't happen. It was like, it was actually like stupid shit, like good stupid shit. Like, oh, you need a bucking, or like, oh, you need Deans? Because that to me I ripped off. Got you. It was like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't dozens and dozens of spring changes because the chrono rules were different and stuff. So it was a great weekend for me. I did well. I met a lot of cool people from out of state. So if you guys are watching this, and I plugged the podcast too. Yeah. So if you guys are watching this, especially Wookie Bush, you guys kept me fed.
It's not Bush Wookie?
No.
It's Wookie Bush, like Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, right on.
Yeah. No, it was awesome.
I agree with that, because even you do all the AGs. Every person with a gas gun came to me with a problem.
I sent them to you.
Yeah. And I like found one kid on the field, and I was like, yo, is that a TMAK? And I started nerding out, and he's like, wait, camera guy, gas gun? He's like, I think you're the guy I was told to come talk to. I was like, fuck. And he's like, yeah, it's a TMAK, and I think my bucking is ripping. And I was like, I've never taken a TMAK apart.
Were you on the field filming during this?
I was on the field.
Unskippable cutscene.
Yeah. He's, like, he's looking at me, he's like, I have a bucking. Would you want to put it in? And I go, I have never taken a TMAK apart. I've taken a Saiga apart. I did one right here for Richie.
That's right.
And he's like, would you? He's like, I'll pay. He's like, I just want this gun to not shoot like this. And he like takes a couple shots, and I'm like, oh, that's heinous. Like, that's bad. Like, you're getting 30 feet of range out of a TM. And I'm like, all right, let's go to the shop. And that was my intermission on Saturday. I ripped apart a TMAK on the counter. Yo, that gun is so easy. Like GHKs, LCTs, they come apart like the E&L AKs. Mm-hmm. You have to knock the entire pin out for the front trunnion and pull that shit apart. TM was smart as fuck about it. You take the lower rail off. There's two long hex screws that are like 2 inches long. Take those out. The entire outer barrel and front trunnion come off. I'm like, fuck, you made my life easy. And then the hop up and barrel slide out like an AEG. It's like, perfect. Got this kid in and out in under an hour.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
TM NWS AKs.
Yeah, and now Ares is coming out with a clone of it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't. It's Ares, but it's a Groza.
But
Ares, having never made a gas blowback before, we're going to make a copy of a TMAK, and then we're going to make it a bullpup.
Where do they get off?
They're just skipping the line.
What the fuck, Ares?
Could be good. Could also be dog shit.
Yeah, could you like fix your FAL? Because like, do that first. Like, they have like their FAL is like a cool FAL. It's like a historic It's not like a tactical FAL. They have a cool looking one, but the problem is that it's made by Ares.
Speaking of Aries,
it's the problem.
I agree with you because speaking of, at the last flea market, I bought a new rental, a premium rental. It's the tan one that we've been using, made by Aries. It's gone out twice. Has a cracked gearbox shell. Do you have a
nice.
Do you have an Aries gearbox shell by chance for an M4?
Retro Arms. They do make an Ares amoeba spec CNC shell.
Yeah, it went from shooting 330 to shooting 4.
But I can guarantee you it would
Gone.
be much cheaper if you just replace that Ares with a Crytac.
I know. That's why I'm asking, do you have an Aries
And
gearbox
look,
shell?
all the Mark II Crytacs are starting to go on sale
know
because
they
the
are.
Mark IIIs came out.
I know.
So like you get
Look, it was a good deal.
You
Now
get
it's
the-
not a good
you
deal
get
because
those-
now it's a headache.
the Crytac Alpha CRBs, you know, they'll be running for you.
I work in back. I see no smiles.
This baby right here slaps roof of gun. You know how many rounds you can get out of this baby before it breaks?
2 rentals. Yeah.
Oh, the Ares. Oh, God.
The Aries, yeah, it can go out on the field twice and then I'm out.
The Ares is like the tuk-tuk of airsoft guns.
Fucking hate Aries.
You know what a tuk-tuk is?
Yeah, the little fucking like
Dave's well
Vietnamese,
acquainted.
like
Yeah.
We've
talked
I
about
take
this
you
before.
from here to there. Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
import them. They're like 10 grand.
Yeah, I'm sure they have parts in the engine that are made of cardboard by design.
The firewall is cardboard.
Like the head gasket's probably cardboard.
The gas pedal is a piece of styrofoam.
Yeah, that's Ares. Like,
It comes in a box.
JGs are better.
yeah, dude. Remember when JGS systems were like that was the combat machine of the
hold on.
time?
And I want to know, am I Mandelaing myself? Was there a point in time where the JG M4S system came with a metal body?
There was.
Okay, because all of them are plastic now.
Yes, there was
Okay.
a time. So what was awesome with JG is when they came out, I would say they're the first company to ever do like a faithful replica of the TM AEGs that came out.
Yes.
And they mimicked the gray plastic bodies and
Yeah.
everything. And the JG was just, you're basically getting a TM that had slightly less QC, but they kind of ran.
Yeah.
They kind of ran for a
And
while.
Every
and
JG M4 shot 400.
exactly. It was like the TM you could get that shot 400.
Yeah.
My first gun was the JG M733 Commando.
Oh, fuck. Who was asking me about this recently?
And at the time, I got it because I saw Jarek 4's review of it. And I saw the price of the gun and I was happy with it. And then I wanted to put a red dot on it. And I was upset that it didn't have a flat top rail.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Oh, how wrong I was.
Oh, fuck.
How wrong I was at the time. I could not, my feeble normie
Wait,
mind couldn't
wait.
conceive the brilliance of
Keep going.
the height over bore of putting a rail on your carry handle and a red dot on that rail. I was like, my next gun was an A&K stubby killer, which was arguably so much worse than my S system, not my S system, my JG M733. And that gun was awful. It actually began my teching journey, how bad that gun was.
The seeds of greatness were sown.
Yeah.
My first gun was a
A D-boy.
D-Boys M4. Couldn't tell you what model, whatever. Looked like an M4. Sweet, let's go. And it broke. And that's just how that went.
Yep. That's how
and then I got sold on an entire gearbox replacement.
You're telling me you
Just like
didn't
a drop
start
of-
Airsoft with a Sistema?
No, I did buy a new one.
But on the topic of
That's
your,
right. You
your
bought,
weird,
wait, it was the AMS weekend. You bought a Sistema?
It was a couple days before, but yeah.
Yeah. I remember you walked in, you were like,
I bought it.
okay, so I bought a Sistema. I was like,
My name's Dave, and I have a problem.
What's this, your 384 Sistema?
It is legitimately the 5th.
I know.
Might have a problem.
Eventually, the wall on the back of the staff Connex, where Dave's man cave is just going to be all Sistemas.
I know.
He'll have more Sistemas than I have rentals.
you're a crazy cat lady for Sistemas.
Yeah,
like
I
you
am.
can't help yourself. You
I
see
know.
one on the side of the road, you're like, oh,
There's a meme.
in. I'll
they do Cinderella.
There's a meme to be made there, but on, it's like Dave looking at all these cats, and every cat is just a Sistema logo. But speaking of your weird gun fetishes, we got a gift during AMS from a player that listens to the podcast.
Oh, really?
That referenced you specifically about this fucking argument about the carry handles.
Get out of here.
And he came in and he's like, I love the podcast. I love when you guys get into it about the carry handle because Anthony is so diehard set on it. He's like, I have this book. He's like, and my dad and I used to argue about guns in this book. He's like, and I found it when I was cleaning the basement. So I want to give it to you guys so you can argue about random guns on the podcast.
So that's the book that was on the
That's the
counter.
book that was on the counter all weekend, and you kept looking at it going, where'd this come from?
20th century small arms.
Yep.
Almost 300 of the world's greatest small arms.
And I looked
Yes.
right at him and was like, this is definitely one of those books I asked for in Barnes & Nobles when I was like 8, and my mom called me a terrorist.
He only paid $5 for this book.
That's fantastic.
There is a page here dedicated to the M16 A1.
And one with the M203 heat shield.
And it shows the beautiful carry handle. We used to have great carry handles in this country.
Are you really going to leaf through that book till you find it?
It's all right.
Look at that guy. Oh,
Yeah. That was a flashlight, I think. Yeah, MP5s were like I feel like a lot of the HK guns of this time period, when the MP5 came out, like the 60s and stuff, testbed for weird, cool sci-fi looking experiments.
Well, that was also back in the time period with HK where they're like, make everything roller delayed and make everything have a slappable charging handle.
Yeah, somebody asked me like, hey, could we put a Boss unit on an MP5?
And then asked me that too.
There's nothing stopping you.
But then there's a photo of a 10 mil MP5 in the 80s. Straight mags, grenade launcher.
Oh, fuck.
So, and
There's lore.
there's lore to it.
Well, so the funny
It's
thing
in
is,
canon.
because then in the 2019 Call of Duty, they brought that back where you could have a 10 mil MP5 and you could put an M203 on it.
Nice.
And this is back in the time period where we'll just refer to her as HK Girl was a thing.
Hmm.
They had this girl running their social media page, and she was like Wendy's on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the amount of airsofters and Call of Duty nerds that were like, will you bring back the 10 mil MP5? And she just started taking it and making it into a meme. I think the most iconic one was, you can't afford it. Stop fucking it.
She's not wrong.
She's also not wrong.
Colt XM177 E2 Commando. Gorgeous. Absolutely lovely. Isn't it?
Just became a Forgotten Weapons episode.
Hi, I'm Ian McCollum. Oh, yeah, we have a whole Forgotten Weapons parody. It's not in the Dropbox. I checked.
Oh, I saw it on my hard drive yesterday, so I'll just put it in the Dropbox.
Yeah, I'll make the thumbnail for it. It has to get posted. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we made a Forgotten Weapons parody with
It was
the
like 2 years ago.
yeah, with the Flak 10 shotgun. The video's edited. It just has to get.
Posted.
Yeah, I'll post it up. It was awesome. I had a fake goatee. I was being Ian McCollum, and
It's a little outdated because we called Tom while he was at work.
no, we called Logan, so it's not outdated yet.
Okay.
Yep, and
Keyword yet.
if you call AMP, there's a good chance Logan will still pick up. So
And as we found out this weekend, there's 2 Logans.
yes,
Were they both working in the amp trailer?
Yeah, they were both Logan. That's why I started calling him Logan 1 and Logan 2, or Logan and Better Logan.
Ooh,
there's
pop quiz. What is the weight of the XM177E2?
6.7 pounds.
loaded or unloaded.
Unknown.
£3.
Nope.
5 pounds.
What'd you say?
6.7.
Nope. You're under, you're over.
Oh.
5.6 pounds.
That's definitely unloaded.
Ooh. Effective range. This is actually kind of surprising.
700 meters.
Effective range? 500.
Yeah, it doesn't say on a point target or an area target, but it's 400.
400 meters or yards?
400 meters.
Okay.
Military doesn't use yards.
Yeah.
Everything else is in freedom fractions, just not that.
Yeah.
It's funny what the military uses imperial for and what they don't use imperial for.
Yeah. British tradition. I don't know.
Football.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck? Muzzle velocity. Here we go. In feet per second, not meters per second.
What grain bullet, brother?
Doesn't fucking matter. Standard NATO fucking 55 grain, whatever.
When that gun was popular, it was just 55.
1200.
No, 1900.
No, what? No. 2720.
I thought 5.56 was slower than that.
5.56 is hyper fast.
I know that too, but I thought out of a short barrel it'd be way slower.
Yeah, because I think I learned that the M16 is like 2,800 feet per second.
When did they start recording muzzle velocity for bullets?
Right when they started the sighting in the first scope.
Well,
They were like, why is it so different?
fair enough. Yeah. I mean, like, but to get an exact reading on it,
There's a physics calculation.
like, yeah. I mean, if you don't have a chrono,
That's a good question. When did they start chronographing guns?
you know, because they were
Right.
developing new rounds during World War II and World War One, and prior to that.
Anyway,
They just made cartridges, and then they were just like, all right, we're gonna shoot a pig with it.
see what happens. That one went really fast.
Like, all right, this is the new standard issue round. Pig units, like we have horsepower for cars, like the muzzle velocity of your ammo.
So
is in,
measuring muzzle velocity started before the American Civil War.
How?
They were using a
How?
tool called a ballistic pendulum, which was used to measure the velocity of bullets with surprising accuracy. Even before the American Revolution, this tool was invented.
How?
What is
Were
this
they,
tool?
Are
How
they,
does it work?
Are they
I'm
shooting
gonna
it?
Look it up.
Is it an impact target?
A ballistic pendulum.
So they figured out real quick that there was a very informative correlation between velocity and performance and accuracy and effect on target. So
they invented that right while still shitting in outhouses. You know what I mean? Not every house had. Well, yeah, they didn't have electricity really.
no,
You know,
before the revolution.
he said before the Civil War.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
said
so the original invention of it was before the Revolution, but it was
Yeah.
heavily used before the American Civil War.
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see cannons.
They didn't-
okay. So
they didn't shower
this actually
regularly.
is pretty smart in comparison.
You know what I mean? They if they did this at night, they had to do it by candlelight, and I'm struggling to make a drawer.
So this is what it looks like. The right side of the screen is the measurement calculation, and the left side of the screen would be the gun. So they would basically shoot this point blank and then use the physics calculation of how high up the pendulum moved to figure out the velocity.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
That's pretty smart. And you could see a diagram of it underneath.
Huh. Fancy.
That's awesome.
That is pretty.
By
awesome.
today's standards, it is considered obsolete, but remained in use for a significant length of time
Why isn't that a lab that we get to do in college physics?
Right?
because it involves a gun.
Doesn't have to. It can
No, you can
bow and arrow, any projectile, really.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. But there is no photo. Oh, okay. So, I guess back in the 1900s they were a lot larger.
I could see these being used for cannons
Yeah.
because they need to be fairly precise in their calculations because they're usually shooting over the top of like friendlies and shit.
This one's from the mid 1950s.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, they're only testing a handgun, but that's pretty slick.
you like buy that in the Sears catalog, in the
Probably
1950s.
Yeah.
It's almost like an analog chronograph.
That's kind of what it is.
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't necessarily chrono it. You have to do a bunch of calculations afterwards.
But
Big
that-
big
yeah, it's
feature of
analog.
the big feature of the chronograph is that it does the calculations. But like, we need one of those for airsoft.
Yeah, we did. Airsoft did. You know what it was?
A soda can.
Yeah.
How dented is it? Did it penetrate both sides? What's
No,
that
like-
exit wound looking like?
If it went through the bottom of the can, it was like high. But if it went through like the actual lip of the can, it was like super high. Like, no. You went through the lip of the can. Get out of here.
That's extremely true. Wow. Thanks
Yeah.
for your airsoft history lesson. That's how we used to chrono gun.
I used to use soda cans.
To be clear, Zulu 24 has never
No, no,
guns
no.
like that. We're talking about in our backyards and shit.
Chronoing guns is expensive.
All these guys
Get all these cans. All right, sign up, shoot the can.
No, you got
that
one
one guy.
You got one member of staff whose job it is to drink the soda from the can. He's just this gelatinous human form.
Oh, I was going to say, just put the homeless guy on.
like he's just shut up, Jimmy. Drink another one.
Jimmy, AMS is going to be here next week. It's going to be 400 plus players. Ah!
At that point, you just go fucking hire the homeless guy and be like, we need all the cans. We'll give you a dime instead of a nickel.
start drinking. Airsoft would be sponsored by Coca-Cola at that point.
You
That's how you get the sponsor money
I don't like Coca-Cola.
At the end of the night, you're like, "Good night, Jimmy," and you close the Connex box doors, and he takes up the entire fucking. It's like, my diabetes is acting up. Shut up, Jimmy.
Burping all the time. Oh man.
Oh, rip Jimmy.
But AMS was cool. It was cool that they. It was cool they were here. It was awesome player base.
That was good.
We got gifts. It was nice.
Trash was good.
Trash was good. Yeah, it really was.
I'm happy about it.
How was the field?
Just a lot of smoke grenades and just like the remnants of shit. Alex was out there yesterday picking up a bunch. It's just, that's normal though. That's not egregious. Like I just ate, my Jimmy Dean fucking sandwich and I'm throwing the trash on the ground because I'm a godless heathen. You know what I mean? Like
What are these? The back streets of Bangladesh? Bangkok.
Bangkok.
What are these? The back alleys of Bangkok?
It's way funnier when Dave says it.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
But yeah, man, it was good. With that, let's take a quick break
And then we'll talk some shit.
Yeah.
and then we'll talk some shit.
Oh, Jordan, did you know that I am in fact a dash?
Oof, we have to bleep that, I think.
Yeah.
That's a very slanderous slur.
Yes.
Good one.
Okay, let's take a break.
Go buy our merch. Go to the Zulu24.square.site, buy some merch. Also, I found a little hiccup and I can't seem to resolve it. So when you go and you buy merch, when you look at it, it says out of stock. Everything says out of stock until you put in your size.
Oh.
So everything's there. You got to put in your size. Head on over Zulu24.square.site. Pick up your Zulu24 merch. We're always kind of updating it. All the designs on there. There are a lot of cool stuff.
I can't play
You
Battlefield.
haven't the autism. You lack the gumption. Haven't you?
I can't play Battlefield with you. I'm sorry.
I show him the meme I sent you back to that. He sent that to me, and I was like,
Oh, did he?
No,
No.
good.
I love you guys. I can't play Battlefield.
I cannot either.
No. I can play Battlefield. Just with you guys, I was getting a headache.
No, it's because the game is trash.
No, that game is so good.
It's so marginal. It's amazing. It is the most arcadey.
They never called it realistic.
You're right.
They called it grounded.
Like
Cosmetically, they called it grounded.
it's a beautiful game.
It's a beautiful game.
Cass the other night told me she wanted to play Battlefield. Well, I was about to get on, and she was like, "Hey, I was about to get on." I was like, "You're about to get?" I was like, "You're gonna play?" She's like, "Yeah, I want to level up my Battlefield character." I was like, "You play Battlefield?"
Aurora did the same shit to me.
And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What's your favorite class?" She goes,
Math.
"The medic class." And I was like, "There is no medic class, right?"
Well,
And
there
she's
is.
like, "Yeah, but it's not a medic
Not
class."
medic.
No.
And she does play certain games, and she gets into the stats. Like she'll tell me shit. She'll be like, "Well, yeah, you could pick this race, and they'll have these perks, and it's like kind of hidden in the stats in the game. They don't really tell you about it."
And you
She
hit
plays
up,
like
up, down, left, right, square.
she plays Monster Hunter. You know, if you play her at Smash Bros, you will rage quit. Like she'll fucking.
It's not my game.
She will destroy you, and she'll be laughing like sinisterly. And then when she's done, she's gonna play "We Are the Champions" by Quit. Like she is.
You know who you should put her up against in Smash Bros?
No,
Dom.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Dom.
Yeah.
He is a Smash Bros collector. He has like 12 copies of the one for the fucking GameCube because it's the most rare one. He's like, these are worth $200 on eBay. It's like, each or for the whole lot? And he's like, each. And I go, okay, you actually have some there.
Like I want to use my wife's Super Smash Brothers skills to like hustle people out of money. I want to be like, "Oh yeah, I bet you can't beat this housewife. I bet you can't beat her in Smash. $100. All right, whoever wins gets $100.
It
Deal."
has to be a really, really
They're gonna be like, "Deal."
like high inflection on the word in that statement.
No, so you got to set them up though. You bring them over to the house, and you start playing Smash Bros or whatever with whoever the John is.
Yeah.
And then your wife walks by and goes, "Oh, Smash Bros, I can't play that game. Anthony beats me every time." And then you lose to him. You're like, "God damn it!"
Yeah,
And then that's when the bet gets made. Like, "Bitch, you can't beat my wife."
yeah.
And
I bet him like $10.
And this
Right?
whole
I lose the
video
bet. I give him $10. I'm like, "I bet you can't beat my wife." $100.
This whole video starts with an orange and black logo.
No. No. But anyway, she told me that her favorite class was the medic class and she was going to play Battlefield. And I was like, no. So then I broke out into this like old English rant. I'm like, she took my phone and was filming me. And I was like, nah. And I'm like, there's a longer video actually.
Yeah, that's the evidence they give the police after everything's like,
Yeah. It's a longer video.
after
but
the self-defense
I was
shooting.
like, you lack the gumption. I was like, I asked you a simple question. Even a noble can answer it. What's your favorite class? And you said medic. I was like, I was Nathan, you know, baby's walking around like like what's going on? And I was like, even this hobbit can answer the question. I was like, what's your favorite gun? She doesn't know any of the names of the guns.
She could have just said M4. And
She doesn't know the real steel counterparts. I was like, and then it goes to that part of the clip. I'm like, and you think you're prepared for the battlefield? You're ill-equipped. You lack the autism. You lack the gumption. Haven't you?
I thought, okay, that's a much more funny story, actually.
Yes.
I thought you sent that to me to get me to play Battlefield. That's hence why I sent you the cat.
I thought that part was a good soundbite.
Yeah, it's good.
It's funny.
Like, you think you're ready for the battlefield? You're ill-equipped.
You're right. I don't know. That one tap to the head, and I was like, "Phew, I'm back, baby.
I was like, I know what'll settle this.
Back where I belong."
I was like, if you do have an account. She's like, yeah, I played one match. I was like, well, I'm sure that you have some stats from this one match you've played. Perhaps a kill-death ratio. Perhaps a place in the global leaderboard.
Is there a global leaderboard?
There has to be. Like, there's going to be some receipts on her profile that prove that she played the game.
I finally looked
I
at
turn it on. It's the
An
tutorial.
achievement, perhaps.
Yeah. What is this? The tutorial? An unskippable cutscene.
I finally looked at the profile tab and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. It's got a little graph that shows you how much you play each class in comparison to each other. And I stopped and I was like, wow, I hate the recon class. Holy fuck, it's still at 0.
I never played. I feel like, though, in past Battlefields, there was like a lot more stats you could look into. Like, you could look at each gun and be like,
Yeah, you could.
like,
Yeah,
I feel like
because I
it's-
remember on Battlefield 4. Well, I remember it in 3 too, but specifically on 4, it used to be like you could go into all the weapons in the game, and it would show you how many kills,
Yeah.
your deaths with each gun, your accuracy with each gun, how many service stars you got. Because I think it was like every 50 or 100 kills, you got a service star with it.
Yeah.
And 3 was the same way. There was also that like really in-depth, detailed after the end of each round screen for Battlefield 3, where it was like, you have 150 hours playing this game. And you're like, oh, I no-lifed it. Okay.
Yeah.
150 hours?
That's,
Yeah,
that's
well, it was
not
back
a lot.
in the day.
Yeah.
You should see my Fallout New Vegas hours.
No.
It's bad.
If you... you know what? What I should do to find out is go put Battlefield 3 into my Xbox 360 and boot it back up and see how many actual play hours I have.
Remember the one? Okay, so there was a night we were playing Tarkov, and it was you, me, and Dom, I think. And I was like, "Fuck it, let's just go into PvP and just." It was like
this.
It was like way late wipe. Like we were coming in with basically muskets, and everybody else had fucking like the best shit in the game,
new
right?
SIG M7.
Yeah. They were just like jumping around and shit.
Define late wipe. Like
So-
you're watching a video on the toilet?
Yes.
Late wipe?
So late
So
wipe.
for
Yeah.
the Anthony who doesn't understand Tarkov, what is it? Every 3 to 6 months?
This is only in the development cycle. So the game was in beta for 8 years. And so once they would hit a milestone, they would reset everybody's character. We call that a wipe. And so it became this thing like, you know, early wipe, mid wipe, late wipe, you know, like, cause you never really know how long the wipe's going to be until they announce it. But late wipe just means that most people in the game have like mid to high tier stuff. So like all the cool guy stuff. And then we come moseying in level 1s
With like fucking MP5s with 20 round mags
Yeah,
and M4s
like,
with iron sights.
with the most garbage ammo. Like we're just like, we knew. I was
soft
like,
body armor.
yeah, I was like, we're gonna die, but you know, let's just see how long it takes. It didn't take very long.
Took about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Took about 2 minutes.
Jordan kills a scav and goes over to loot it, and I was like, no, don't do that. And he just fucking gets whacked. Boom, dead. One shot. Boom, dead. So now it's me and Dom, and we're just like shooting down this. We're inside of a mall,
Yeah.
And so we're like
right,
shooting
you're right.
down like
That
this.
sounds like a fun airsoft game.
Nope.
No, it's not. Yeah. So we're like shooting down, and this guy just picks us apart, dude. It probably wasn't even fun for him. It was probably boring. He was probably doing his taxes, and he's just like, these guys. And dude, so when somebody kills you, you can look at their player profile, and as part of their player profile is like how many hours they have in the game. That motherfucker had over 10,000 hours in Tarkov.
This.
So either it was a streamer.
Or a hacker.
No, hackers have 2 hours in the game.
How old is that game?
It's old. 2017, I think, is when it was playable. I think they were working on it in 2016.
Well, you said 8 years of beta. So
I think it was 8 years. But
hold on, let's just look up when did the Tarkov beta.
when did Tarkov come out? I think it was 2016.
Well, if you look up when did Tarkov release, it's going to tell you the other day. July 28th, 2017.
Yeah. Okay.
10,000 hours?
Yeah.
That's more than a year of his life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've seen streamers. There's streamers on right now that have like 12,000, 14,000 hours. These guys play it for 10 hours a day.
They also make money doing it.
Yeah, that's also their full-time job. But
That would be awesome.
would it? Imagine if you played a game for 8 fucking years. You think you'd have the same love for that game on year 8 as you did on year 1?
Could ask you the same
Imagine-
thing about Airsoft.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the truth. I definitely have enjoyed it less
Yeah.
in the later years. Yeah, for sure.
Don't play the game you love. Love the game you play.
Sure. It's like eating vanilla ice cream every single day for a year.
Vanilla goes hard.
Yeah. Vanilla ice cream number 365 is not going to hit as hard as vanilla 1.
People don't understand this. Vanilla is not plain ice cream. Vanilla is a flavor.
It's a flavor. No,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
right.
great flavor.
Burnout is a real thing.
Yeah.
And that
I don't know how they do it.
You have to get the vanilla that doesn't have the white food dye in it. You got to get that what's it called?
Ice cream should have 2 ingredients.
What's like the pure vanilla called when it's not
Vanilla
when
extract.
it's not white, and it's kind of got that like yellowish. I'm colorblind, so I could be totally wrong, but like it's got a yellowish.
kind of on
They
point.
tell it vanilla's orange. What are you talking about?
Oh fuck.
You're talking about pure vanilla beans. And
Yes.
vanilla beans are actually brown. But no, ice cream should have 2 ingredients: heavy cream and sugar.
No, milk.
Well, heavy
And
cream
sugar.
Heavy cream and milk go hand in hand when you're making ice cream. I went down a rabbit hole of making ice cream one time.
What about riboflavin?
No.
What about
Can I get some extra riboflavin on mine, please?
what about gum extract?
Because there's actually I'm not as bad as Mario. I do like ice cream from time to time.
Had some last night.
Turkey Hill has a minimalist, super clean, as it's advertised, like ice cream the way it's supposed to be intended. It's 2 ingredients: it's cream and sugar.
When I was in middle school, we had a like home ec type class we had to take, and we made ice cream. And we did the thing
Use
with
rock salt.
the salt and
Yep.
the ice, and my ice cream came out pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And as I was like, obviously in middle school, my young brain was like, this was good. I never have to buy ice cream again.
And you realize
like-
the work required.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking make ice cream right now.
You mean I can just get butter by smacking some milk around?
Everybody wants ice cream, but nobody wants to make ice cream.
Sure.
Everybody wants butter, but nobody wants to churn it.
Yeah. Trust me. I fell down this rabbit hole because for Christmas one year, someone gave me one of those Ninja ice cream makers. That's super fun. It takes 24 hours.
Oh,
You have to make the
you
ice
have
cream.
to know that you want ice cream tomorrow.
Yeah. You have to make the ice cream base in like a cup a little bit bigger than this. And then that has to go in the freezer for 24 hours. And then you put it in the ice cream maker and make it. So it's like I have to plan at least.
Nobody wants to plan ice cream.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
want to go to the freezer and just be like, I'm feeling gluttonous.
Well, so what it turned into was because if you just leave it sitting on the counter, then it stares you in the face every morning next to the coffee machine. You're like, I should probably use that. That was expensive and it was a gift. Just make, because it comes with 3 of those cups and you can buy more on Amazon. Just make a bunch of them, throw them in the freezer, and you're like, I'm feeling ice cream. What flavors do I have pre-staged? Yeah,
It's so hard to be healthy.
it's a lot of work.
Damn it.
It's a lot of work.
Well,
It's so much easier to just go to Dairy Queen.
Jordan, though, I got to give you so much props because there's so many times in here where I'm like, Jordan, you want a piece of Halloween candy? Got some Halloween candy.
No, I'm good.
And you're like, no. And you'll always say no. If everybody's getting food, you'll be like, no.
Yeah.
And you'll order some fucking
Yeah, like Saturday.
some organic burrito bowl that is
that was
from some restaurant next to the pickleball place you go to or whatever. And
Yeah,
you're eating healthy. You know what I mean? And it's hard socially to eat healthy when everybody else around you is eating shit. Especially when it's convenient. Like, okay, they're already getting a pizza. I might as well have a slice.
Sure.
To be fair, I am like that. Well, pizza's my weakness.
But you do it occasionally, though.
Yeah, I do.
You know, I mean, when was the last time you used pizza?
The night that you, Logan, part 1, part 2, myself, the guy, AMS, Saturday night. Yeah,
Yep.
we ordered
Yes.
pizza.
Special occasion. Out-of-state friends coming. It's late. Everybody's dog shit tired. Nobody's cooking.
Yeah.
Is that where these little dicks came from?
AMS, yes. So I don't know who it was. I don't know who the wiener goblin is, but I'm not the only one that received these little 3D printed wieners. But if you're watching this, I just want you to know that I did see that you put a hole there for a magnet, and I did in fact glue a magnet in there. And
You know,
Yeah.
that didn't sound that bad.
No. Yeah, I saw them all. They were like on the ground in front of the snack bar. The snack bar had a couple, and JoJo was like, where the fuck did these come from? I was like, I don't know, man.
I saw one in here over the weekend, and I'm like, where the fuck did it go? Because it's tiny, a little dick. Just
do you know
disappeared.
how affordable, like, you know how we'd bring the wieners to Milsim West?
Yeah, well, Evan started that.
Like, do you know how much cheaper it is to just make like 100 of these?
Yeah, but that's the equivalent of buying ice cream and making ice cream. You know how much time it's going to take you to delegate one of your 3D printers to make a sheet of those?
Once I, as long as I have my stuff in stock and it's good.
Anthony's going to spend 2 weeks modeling the most high-res, detailed, tiny little dick, and he could be working on customer guns.
Yeah, I'm going to walk in there.
Hey, this is not tiny. This is above average in some countries. Okay, brother.
His CAD file, he's going to have his CAD open. It's just a big penis there. You're
It's the motion in the ocean. Okay.
Then he zooms out and he's like, no, look, it's only a centimeter.
like, yeah. Like, oh,
It's
fuck.
to scale.
Oh, shit. Props to the wiener goblin.
Oh God, I just got coffee on my nose. It wasn't the wiener, I swear it was the coffee.
Yeah.
Wipe your lip.
Remember Dick soaps?
I do remember Dick Soap.
We got to bring that.
There's an entire episode titled Anthony Has a Soap Company.
Yeah.
We told the story already, right?
Yeah, we did.
All right, then you
Yeah.
guys should just watch that episode.
Yeah, go find the
yeah.
episode titled
Dick-
Anthony Has a Soap Company.
I still have the Instagram. I have the email. And we have the molds. But, my wife's
like
all
the American
busy.
Milsim gaming Instagram. It exists. It just doesn't get used.
My wife's all busy with, raising our kids and stuff. She doesn't have time to make dick soap.
Lazy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Players.
Take
Yeah.
your fucking shoes off. Get back in the kitchen and make some dick soap.
Hey, this soap's not going to make itself, okay? We have orders. We got orders.
You've got both your kids filling orders. Like,
Now it's a sweatshop.
now it's a sweatshop.
What's one of those? Ever watch Shark Tank?
Yeah.
And then one of the sharks is like, I have connections with whatever. I think QVC. Is that a thing?
QVC.
QVC. Yeah. I'm just like, well, we got a call from QVC. All right. They want dick soap. They want more of it. Chop, chop.
Anthony's got an as seen on TV sticker on it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Warning, do not use as a toy. Okay. Soap is not intended for that.
So open play this weekend.
He saw some wild shit this weekend.
Oh, multiple wild things. Like,
First off, though, it was a great weekend.
yeah, excellent weekend. Everybody came out this weekend. Thank you very much.
On Saturday, I wanted to play. I saw the crowd.
I
saw all the boys were playing, and I was
Dude.
like, the weather's not shit. I was like, man, I should play. But I was like, nah, I got to work.
Dude, the crowd Saturday.
I got to work on stuff.
The crowd Saturday was with it.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
You could, I mean, Sunday too. Let's be real. But like everybody was just there to have a good time. We could have done the most complicated game on the fucking planet, and everybody would be like, "Cool, let's give it a shot." You know what I mean? They were with it, man. They were fucking with it.
It was also one of those moments like I gave Dylan some shit because he was like, yeah, first game after lunch is full field base assault. I was like, you're committing a cardinal sin. Why is it not full field conquest? And he's just like, no, we're going to do base assault today. And I'm like, okay, fine. But then after like an hour and 20 minutes of being on the field, I'm like, yo, is this game still going? I was like,
Yeah.
this is turning into a long one, and I am here for it. I was having so much fun.
Yeah, that's the first game that I played since Guardian. It's kind of letting my knees heal as much as they could. And, not too bad. Like, we're walking around is whatever. But you know how, like, you'll be walking and then you see somebody pop out of a fucking window and your first instinct is to go to cover.
Yeah.
Right? Or mine is anyway.
As it should.
And it's like that initial twitch from your body to like move now, I felt every bit of it in my fucking knees, like doing funky shit.
Oh, man.
And I was just like, fuck, dude. So then I would try to like hobble behind cover and be like, oh, God damn it, that fucking hurt. And who was it? Alex was ref, and he was just like, why are you running like an old man? I was like, because I'm an old man. Because my knees are held together with duct tape and chewing gum. I was like, God, I could feel everything just like moving around.
This is Raccoon Head Alex?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got farmer strength, so like I bet his knees were hurting like that when he was 5 years old.
No,
he
just
just lives
know,
with it.
He doesn't know pain. He doesn't know pain. His body's indestructible. He's like 21 years old, like fucking farm strength. He's like lifting Conex boxes up with his hands, you know.
I say Alex has really grown on me.
He's a good dude.
When he comes in with a thing that he needs soldered for like a Milsim Day prop, like I am so happy to help him. Like he's not a bother.
That was the funniest shit on Friday. We were working on a Milsim Day prop, making a second bomb. And he's like, oh, I'm going to go ask Anthony if I could use the soldering station. I was like, Alex, I have the soldering station right here.
Yeah.
I cleaned it off for you. I got you the solder you wanted. Like, I asked you what you needed. I got what you needed. He's like, yeah, but I like Anthony's setup more. I was like, okay, fine.
Fair enough.
I was like, fair. He's like, he's got that little box that blows shit out. I was like, all right, fine. It's like, they told me to get you one of those. Would have gotten you one.
They're worth having. It's nice to not have the fumes go directly up your nostrils. Do they really like filter it?
Yeah.
Maybe
No, but it's
not.
just blowing it away from
better.
you. Yeah.
It's security theater, much like barrel condoms. But
Yes.
so
You can't feel shit with those on.
but yeah, so
That's why you got to clear the barrel before you go out.
that's right.
Mags
got
out
some
through the
gel on
dirt.
your-
Yeah.
Never walk in with a loaded gun.
Yep. So Jesus Christ. It's a jerk off joke. We get it. You guys are children. What's next? A fart joke?
The Wiener Goblin did it. These things are cursed. Look what's happened.
There's going to be players that appreciated all of that.
Hey, right on.
What has become of us? I feel so dirty.
The shit we could say if we weren't associated to a business.
Right. Oh man. So yeah, man. We that was a long ass game and it was fun and like I had a great time. My knees suck and that's just the way it is. And so I have to play differently now. But
I will say,
it was fun.
I played the second game after that. Well, the last game of the day because I didn't get to play till after lunch. If anyone ever bitches and moans and complains that our regulars just stomp out another team, it's totally not true. So the team started balanced. It's an embassy flag to ref game. Teams start out super balanced. It's like the regulars are all on one team, but there's still some other regulars on the other team. I'm specifically talking about the group we always hang out with. And I walked on late. I was on their team. I realized immediately that red team is just smacking blue team. Like it started out fair. When I got there, it was like a fight over the embassy. And I'm like, oh, they're never getting back in here. And then we all just stopped playing and just stood there. Like we were shooting each other in the ankles, like going back to respawn just to go back to respawn. But then the casuals, the rental players, I turn around and all the rental players on red team are like running at blue team spawn, full sprint. I'm like, it wasn't the regulars, it was the rentals.
oh,
Well, I was like, if anyone ever complains that the regulars that play here are like overpowered and they always get put on the stronger team, I'm like, no, they all walked away and we're just like, nah, this game's sold. Like, there's no way that blue team's making it out of their spawn. We're just going to go back. All the rental players, like the last 10 minutes of the game, they were spawning at dirty mics. Rental players, right at the tree line.
I'm disappointed that you guys gave up.
no.
Well, I started shooting friendlies in the back.
Dude, I have had this conversation so many times on the field where it's like, all right, guys, we're like, look, you guys can do what you want. I'm going to go and just like chill over here
That's
just
exactly
to
what we
give
did.
them a chance to get out of their spawn. I was like,
Yeah, because somebody said that. Like, I walked over to Dan. He was sitting on top of the embassy at the point that they had to hold to get the box up. And I was like, yo, teams are super unbalanced. He's like, it was so good the first 10 minutes of the game. I was like, I know. I was like, it seemed like that in the beginning. I was like, blue team just like threw the towel in. So we just walked all the way back to the helicopter. We just started shooting at players in the back when they were walking out of respawn. They're like, did you hit me? We're like, yeah, come hang out and respawn with us.
It was balanced, and then the rentals like channeled their ancestors.
Dude, it was wild.
Were you that stomped back into your spawn? You couldn't flank or anything, or was it like
it was the other way around. It was the other way around.
No. The dirty mic spawn is the issue, and I think it's realistically from watching it, they just kept trying to run straight at the embassy, which like we all know that doesn't work. Or they would try to run out and then directly up left to like the Lincoln log structure. At no point in time, besides Adrian, because Adrian was on blue,
Yeah.
would anyone flank around that little pond over to Old
Or
Chapel.
even go straight up the hill from Dirty Mike's.
Yeah, like the power lines and loop around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just like, that full field base assault game, I fired like 16 mags out of my MWS.
Yeah.
It is that time of the year where we lost a lot of that foliage. So now
Foliage.
foliage,
But
Foliage.
the
Foil is what you put over your
we had
meatloaf.
We had aluminum foil.
There you go.
the embassy game, I fired 2 mags.
Yeah, it's okay. This is for the players. If at any point you feel like you're trapped in your spawn, I want you to do a 360. I want you to turn around in your spawn, pick a direction, and try something different. Because going straight, hey diddle diddle, straight up the middle,
Does not always work.
really kind of only works at game on.
Yeah.
Once you're past game on, you got to start thinking outside of the box. It's very, very, very rare that any one team is actually trapped in their spawn. Like I'm talking 360 degrees, the other teams around your spawn, like
Yeah.
that situation has never happened, but like it's very, very rare.
Well, it's
very
almost
rare.
impossible for it to happen because most of the time the spawns are backed up to the edge of the tape line.
That's what I
But
mean. It's like-
The other funny thing is, now that I'm thinking back on it, I didn't hear a single red player go, "We're trapped in our spawn." Like I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
But they just kept trying to run directly out of it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's
I've
not
played
working
some
for ya.
games where they got close to our spawn, and it was like, there's this much time left in the game, and it's like, do we have time to do a full flank right now?
You
Some-
always have time.
You always have time.
Well, if there's like,
Because
they,
even if there was
they call
5
3
minutes
minutes left, you have 3 minutes from Dirty Mike's to go around that pond.
Yeah.
With all the bushes and crap.
I mean, maybe not that, but I mean, 3 minutes is longer than you think. But also, by you going in a different direction, there's a possibility for the opposite team to see you going in that direction. So now they're taking something of their force to go intercept you, which is then taking away pressure from the guys in the front.
Fair.
So it's always worth doing.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot better than sitting in your spawn bitching.
And you know what? The boss units help with that, because if you're going to be that flanking element, you can at least make
some
noise
Yeah,
and
I've done
get
that.
their attention.
Yeah.
I'll also say this: the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Well, sometimes when you're taking down a concrete wall, you got to hit it with the hammer a couple times. You know what I mean? But
I met this guy.
Such a good comeback to that. I've never heard that.
I met this guy who had this saying, and he's a cool guy. He was in the IDF, and he would say, "Any problem that can't be solved with aggression can be solved with more aggression."
I thought you were going to say a grenade.
No,
Well, that works too.
that was one of the things that, like, well, this is like at West Point, and like when we were doing like impossible shit because we had no time, like we had no time to do the things that we needed to do or whatever. Where it's like pressure makes diamonds. Any problem that can't be solved with aggression can be solved with more aggression.
You're just yelling at the drones.
Pressure makes diamonds. So
You're right.
What does more aggression look like in airsoft? It means flying V. And if you already tried a flying V harder.
Flying W.
Yeah. Instead of your fire rate during
or
the
just not running directly out of your spawn.
Yeah. That's,
instead of your fire rate from the flying V being like bam, 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 maybe you got to be like bam, 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 bam. That's like a harder flying V if everybody's shooting at that fire rate.
Because I've also been in the embassy game modes, not always just flag to ref, but spawning at Dirty Mike's where you're like, wow, this kind of sucks. Because as soon as you walk out of that tree line, there's that window right there on the corner, corner of the embassy, and you're like, I can understand the point if someone said we're spawn trapped, but I know you can go both of those directions.
you feel that way.
You
but
feel
it's not
I
the
can
case.
I can understand why you would say that, but again, no one bitched and complained and said they were spawn trapped. Just me as a player that's also a ref that also has monetary investment in Zulu doing well. I was like, oh, I wouldn't want to be getting shot from this window. I was like, this is a pretty bad idea. I was like, I'm gonna walk away. I was like, I'm gonna go to the other side. We're gonna start going back, and then like Tom and Mitch and all them saw it, and they were like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just not gonna shoot him. It's like I'm gonna let him come up to the embassy. It'd be way more fun to fight around the building as opposed to
Yeah,
the tree line.
and that's
Man, I want to play. I haven't played. I gotta fucking play. This shit, is this, like I feel like right now I have the itch to play.
That was
really
me on
bad.
Saturday.
here's my dirty little secret, right? I hate embassy. I like the building itself.
I hate the location.
I hate the location. If I could do it again, I would make like another village there. I wouldn't do one structure. You know what I mean? And so
Okay.
I'd spread it out and like
Because it's kind of like, it is a power position in that area.
kind of. Yeah, kind of.
yeah.
I mean, there's 2 tree lines right on top of it. Like honestly, in the summertime, it's probably not as big of an issue. Right now, when the leaves are, when the foliage is gone, it's probably more of an issue. But I don't like it. I don't like that area. I don't like how it's in a bowl. It needed something to be there, and I designed this building a long time ago, and we had the money, and we're like, all right, let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
For
actually
games like Full Field Conquest, it works really well.
Yeah.
I like that area though.
But
I like the area.
as a ref,
I don't like that building being
where we play, some game modes are not restricted, but at a specific point, like Battle for the Helicopter, Battle for Fuel Depot, ShamWow in the Village, stuff like that. I hate doing games that are just at the embassy because I feel that exact thing where I'm like,
There's no good spawn. There's no great spawns. There's no like equal footing. Like it's
don't know.
it's a tough
I
area.
like the rock wall and I like the ditch behind the rock wall. Like you got to get
talking on Dirty Mike's side.
Yeah.
like you got to get down.
They were
but
using that pretty heavily.
yeah,
during that game.
that's actually a really good spot.
It is.
Because you have hard cover and you can maneuver, and
But
you can go up the hill or you can go down the hill.
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of property to like around the back.
I just find that it runs better during Full Field Conquest, or even if we were playing like if it's the middle of winter and we only have 50 players and we want to do a conquest game, but we don't have enough for a Full Field Conquest, and we'll do like 3 flag conquest or 5 flag conquest. Embassy is still a great objective for that. Flag to ref at embassy, ShamWow at the embassy. Those game modes, I find they don't run that.
yeah.
What I don't like about flag to ref at embassy is the fact that the ref's on the top of the hill, and now the box has to get
Up the hill?
flag has to get up to the hill to the ref standing in dead man's land, which is like
That's the point, though.
middle of the
That's the
top of the
point.
hill.
That's kind of the
Yeah.
point.
And we've tried it where they'll move the ref to the old Chapel Hill, which is interesting. But again, like in that moment, I actually find that to be more advantageous for the helicopter side because, again, then the team spawning at Dirty Mike's would have to go all the way around that little pond.
Yeah,
through
they have
those-
a water feature that they have to work
through
with.
the really thick pricker bushes just to get up there. But if you do get up there, you still have the elevation in terms of dudes coming up from the helicopter, so you have a slight advantage.
Yeah.
But it still sucks going through all those bushes.
Yeah.
When it's up on the hill by the trenches, it's a little bit easier for both teams to get to it.
Right.
Because we've thought that through, but it's still, for me as a ref, that game frustrates me.
I've played it a handful of times, and
It works.
it was like, this is kind of a throwaway game. And actually, I remember the last time I played it, there were some guys that were like, man, this game is like, it's just, everything feels bad. Like nothing feels good about this game. I was like, yeah, I agree with you. Like
In the summertime, it's easier as a player just because of the foliage, because you can get a little bit closer to the building without getting seen. Like right now, I can watch you walk out of the Dirty Mike's.
well, not only that, but on the Dirty Mike side, there's only one doorway on that facing a wall.
That's true.
And on the helicopter side, there's like 5.
In terms of, if we're talking direct facing, there's only one on each.
No, but there's a giant open in the
I know,
middle,
that's
and you
what
can
I'm
go
talking-
in.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's not even an argument. It's insanely easier off
Yeah.
the break
Yeah.
to get in on the helicopter side than it is on the Dirty Mike side.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just get a chainsaw and just start cutting doors on that side, too.
Well, we could do that. We could turn that. Well, that wouldn't make sense. I was going to say turn that window that I was talking about into a doorway, but there's a door right around.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
whoever's spawning
You can put one
Dirty
right in the
Mike
middle of the
side.
wall.
It's like whoever's spawning Dirty Mike side, they're almost always having to clear a contested building, and then
Or
the other side they get in the building first. That's almost like always how it plays out.
I think we'll put a doorway on that side.
Well, you could put a doorway there, but I was also going to say, or we get more of those white water containers because it turns out it wasn't that hard to get them, and we can build some movable cover on the way from Dirty Mike's to the embassy.
Oh, you put the door right next to the flag point in embassy.
Because I know Dylan and I have to go. Well, that's next week.
That'd be wild.
You just reach your arm in and change the flag.
Yeah.
Well, that's when I said it was like you could put one right in the middle of the wall, but
Well, no, not
the
close.
flag's right
not
there.
close enough for that, but close enough to where you're now looking down both ends of the hallway, the
Yeah.
little door, and now outside.
Yeah. No, because I know next week Dylan and I have to go clear out some foliage behind Newtown. But yeah, if we wanted to over by the embassy, put some of those white water containers.
I think I'm going to come out tomorrow and build a door on that side. Maybe 2. Fuck it.
Well, there's already one all the way on the far end.
Yeah, but that's a long wall. That's a long wall with only a door and a window on it.
Hear me out.
They're on each side.
Hear me out. Change the entire layout with one quick trick. You cut one more door there on that long wall, and then you grab a piece of plywood and you put a wall next to it, so that you actually have to go through the entire maze of the building to get to it.
It's just fucking them even more.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah, that's funny. But they come in, turn right, and it's just a wall. They're like, fuck.
Actually, if you do that, have a wall and 2 doors on each side.
You gotta
So
pick one.
that hallway now doesn't connect.
Yeah.
That would be
Well, that's kind of what I was getting at, because it's like if you did,
and like both of those entrances would be choke points because it's
Well,
still
it's
a
that,
really
but also,
long
like,
hallway either
from
way.
being in the embassy defending that hallway, it's very easy. So for prime example, when this is prior to us realizing that the other team was just getting smacked around, Tom had his PKM. I'm on the side of the embassy that's closer to the hill with the trenches. He's on the side with the window that looks in their spawn. I'm using a gas gun. I realized very quickly it was getting too cold for normal green gas. My gun started shooting 60 feet. And I was like, hey, Tom, can you come over here? And he just runs all the way down the hallway. And he's like, what do you need? I'm like, dude, all the way on the top of the hill, poking his head up. He's like, mwah. So airsofty story. But again, if that hallway wasn't there in terms of having the ability to run back and forth between that, it'd be a little bit harder to defend the embassy.
So what I'm going to do without telling anybody, except I'm telling everybody, is I'm going to build 2 walls. And so the capture point will be
I was just about to suggest that.
in the small room, and there's no way for you to get to it. So we play it like, okay, you got to flip the flag. It's right there. You can see it, right? Because you can see above the building.
Or what?
But they get in the building and like, where the fuck is the fucking thing at?
So you have to go into the courtyard in the middle, go through that.
Right?
Oh, I'm on board with it.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Because at that point, so like right now, the
Even
only
better, the 2 walls have a window, so you can still engage down the entire length of the hallway, but you can't quite get the flag. You can't quite reach your arm in there to flip the flag. You have to go through the whole building.
Jesus.
yeah, this could work.
I'll look at it tomorrow.
That'd be.
We'll do something.
That'd be spicy.
Jesus.
Although if you did that though, if you did that, it would be a lot easier for helicopter side to get straight to the flag.
He's got a point.
Or maybe not, because if the windows are there.
Well, yeah.
If it's a
no,
small room and there's windows,
So the way you can
the guy
mitigate
spawning
that-
Dirty Mike side can just sit there and guard that flag.
Well, you can mitigate that just by then potentially adding another doorway on the sides that go into the courtyard.
I'll look at it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just make doors and more doors. And
It's a house of doors.
But that's such a simple and easy way to change the entire way that plays.
Yeah, sure. It needs something because even when I play it, I'm like, this side is at such a disadvantage. Like if you're not a strong fucking team, and you don't immediately take the top of the hill in the trenches, put like your support by fire element up there, and then grab a group of fucking hard ass fucking hitters who are ready to go through one single door,
And
you know what I mean?
absolutely
Like,
sweat. And that-
the first 3 dudes are just vaporized as soon as they go in. Like it's tough.
like left door or right door, where you guys are all entering the right door, and then there's bad guys on the left door, and they're shooting at you
Yeah.
from that angle.
yeah, it'd be tough. But I'll look at it
When
tomorrow.
you're done, that whole building will be replaced with a giant monument of just
It'll
a
be-
door.
it'll be
a
8
door.
more connexes.
It'll have a knob and everything.
Yeah.
It'll be a big old door.
But
But
I could change it.
Put speakers in there, and it only plays one song 24/7, and it's break on through by the doors.
I have been perusing Facebook Marketplace recently, trying to find more of those fucking giant JBL speakers that Brian has.
yeah.
I fucking hate how expensive those are.
Yeah, but I find that they're not as loud as we want them to be.
Well, so that's the thing, because it's loud enough if you're close enough.
I want everybody in CQB to hear it.
Right.
You know.
So then Brian was telling me, he's like, you can link these. So you can have, I looked into it. I think you can have up to 8 of them linked. And I was
shit.
like, oh, well, that's easy. Cause
Do they have to be plugged in or are they battery?
they're battery.
Okay.
So they're rechargeable. And I recently picked up a tablet that I can use to run all the media one for all the sound effects going through the speaker, but also for running Ares Alpha, because like the problem I've been having recently is that my phone just randomly bricks itself with Ares Alpha, and I think that's a phone issue. But then I was like, oh, there's a family member that has a tablet and they want very little money for it. Cool.
There you go.
I'm going to get this brand new tablet, so now we can run the Ares Alpha game through the tablet, which this is all working out really well. But I'm like, I could also run the audio. So I started looking at the speakers. They're like $380 each. I was like, there's got to be better.
Speakers
last
are?
Milsim day,
That big one that Brian has. Yeah, that's
did
$380.
you host the Ares Alpha game on your phone the last Milsim day?
Yes, but I had a second phone for it.
Not that phone.
No.
Yeah. Can you run the game off of the computer at staging?
So yes and no. It has to be open on a laptop for me to scan myself into it. So like I make the map and then everything on the website, and then make the game on the website, and then I have to go over with my phone or tablet and scan myself in as the game master through my own.
Yeah, so you can't scan a laptop as a game master. Maybe you can though.
Technically speaking, if the camera had or if the computer,
I don't think you need a camera. I think it gives you a QR code, and then underneath it is a link.
Right, that link is just to view the game.
Ah,
Yeah, because I thought about that. So it's like it kind of has to be run through a tablet, unless, well, the OS for running the game is going through a mobile app. So yeah, it would have to be a tablet. It could be a big tablet, but the one I got is like it's not huge. Yeah, because even for the Milsim day that had the rocket, there was technically a third team, and that third team was just my extra phone scanned in, so that when I would scan the EMP code, it would EMP both teams.
gotcha.
Yeah. There's a little bit of magic behind it. There's probably a smarter and easier way to run it, but that's what I've figured out works.
But yeah, so Saturday's open play was really good. It was fun. I played. My knees hurt. And that's really the end of that. I mean, everybody was fucking down with it.
Oh, it was such a good day.
Sunday was just as good. Good crowd.
Rich and Dick, just they're just prophecies.
Yeah, dude. Like, good crowd. Just a couple. Well, one guy was just new, and then the other guy. But yeah. So, what's the biggest problem with iPro? Just in general, as a player, what's the biggest gripe with iPro?
My biggest problem with iPro is that I only have 4 pairs of Oakley M frames, brother.
There you go.
That's my biggest
That it
problem.
fogs.
That it fogs, right?
Not if you have Oakley M frames, brother.
So, what? As you're playing your Airsoft sporty game, getting shot at, what is the most logical solution?
Get better iPro.
Sure, but in this case,
Call for a ref.
exactly,
I'm fogged.
right?
Can you take me somewhere to defog?
Call for ref and say, hey, I'm fogging up. Can you help me defog? Whatever. This particular person, and granted, it was his first time here, but
Also, this is not
hold on.
this is not to like exclude individual people and like call them out.
No.
This is like this one instance though was like a one of a kind thing.
it has never happened.
And it has to be discussed because
to
it's
quote Dave,
it's
in 15
borderline
years, he's never
hilarious.
Seen this?
In 15 years of doing Airsoft, I have never seen this.
it's borderline hilarious.
So this particular player was like, "Oh, I'm fogging up. I can't see, so I'll just take them off, walk down to the staging area, leave them in my car, and then go back and play." And thankfully, oh my God, thankfully our staff doesn't suck. It was caught immediately, and they were like immediate ceasefire, and they were walking this player off. And I was like, dude, where's your iPro? Like,
Yeah.
Because I figured it was like up on his head or whatever. And he looks at me and goes, oh, it's down in my car. I'm like, what the fuck? You came up here? It's at your car? What the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, I didn't know. Fuck you. He had a safety brief wristband, right? Like the waiver, nobody reads the waiver, but it's in the waiver as well. He's got the safety brief wristband. He walked past 2 big old signs right before you go up on the field that say iPro on, and then everybody else is wearing iPro.
So my question that leads back to
He thought he was going to play.
what you said in the beginning. It was his first time here,
Sure.
but
He said he didn't know, and I was like, nah, you
well,
don't.
this is what I want to know. Did he have his own stuff?
I think he had his friend's stuff.
Okay.
But I mean, 15 years, I've never like, brother, we're shooting BB guns at each other, like essentially.
Yeah.
And you thought that, I'll just, these things are fogging. So I'm just going to put them in my car real quick and I'm just going to go and play in CQB. And it's just a good thing that fucking our staff was with it and on it and immediately caught the ceasefire and got him off the field. I was just like, holy shit. I didn't know. I didn't know that I had to worry about that. Like, fuck, brother. And it was kind of funny. We walked him down the field, right? And he went over to his friend's table. His friend was there. And he was like, yo, they kicked me off the field. And he was like, why? And he goes, oh, because I wasn't wearing iPro. And he was like, dude, he's like,
Okay.
That's like number one, man. Because I was listening, because I was like, oh, how's this conversation going to go?
USA iPro number 1.
Yeah, dude. I was like, fuck. Yeah, man. So that was a new one.
Dan and I heard that from in here because this was at like 10:30 in the morning. It's like I think this was the first game.
It might have been.
Yeah.
It might have been. And I was just like, wow, he was really just like, I'm wearing these iPro to keep the sun out of my eyes. And that's it, maybe. And it was like, these things are fogging. I'm just going to.
Yeah.
My brother in Christ.
The window
Get
was
off
open.
of the train tracks right now. The train is coming.
Yeah,
dude.
Like, holy shit. The worst part is if something happened, right?
Like looking down the barrel of a loaded gun.
Right. If something did happen, the worst part is that he'll fucking go blind in that eye. Like, that's just the ultimate reality, without medical attention. That's just going to happen. And then the second part is there's no legal way he could have sued us. He did everything. He filled out the waiver, which you're supposed to read, which in the waiver states that you are agreeing that you're going to follow these rules and that you're going to wear eye protection on the field. It's literally in the waiver. Then he sat through a safety brief, for which he got the safety brief wristband, which proves that he went through a safety brief, which is all the rules that you need to go. Then he walked past 2 big old fucking signs that say fucking
Eye protection
past this point. Like, there was just nothing he would just be blind in one eye or 2 eyes or whatever. Like, that would just be the end result. Yeah. And you're like, brother, come on, man. In 15 years, I've never, ever, ever. I've seen people's iPro fall off. I've seen people with clear lenses forget that their iPro's like up on their hat or whatever.
Dude, I watched Mario do that.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. You just forget because maybe you bought brand new lenses or whatever, and there's nothing better than brand new lenses. Like, they're just invisible, and you just forget, right?
There was one day JoJo walked on the field, and we made it to Fuel Depot.
Yeah.
And I was like, JoJo, where's your iPro?
Yeah.
I was like, where's your iPro? And he was just like,
yeah.
It's like, oh shit. He's like, thank you. And he like ran off.
That's exactly what happened with
But like,
Mario.
he forgot.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is it was fogging, so I took it off and put it in my car so that I can see.
Yeah.
The irony of so I can see.
Yeah, exactly.
The irony of it.
Like, I couldn't believe it, dude. I was just like, wow, man. Now that's new fear unlocked.
Well, it's right after you posted the Rich and Dick, where Dick goes on the field without iPro. Now, granted, this guy doesn't sound like he was being Dick about it. He was just new.
He was just like, I didn't know. I was like, you didn't know?
Really new.
Yeah, but the I didn't know is fucking wild.
I mean, just out of self-preservation.
Like, who thinks that's a good idea?
Just out of self-preservation, you would be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to protect my squishy bits,
Yeah.
And we as humans identify with the world through our eyes. Like, it's an important part of our anatomy. It was wild. New fear unlocked. And then the rest of the day was fine, right? The whole day was fine, right?
There was one more funny bit from that day.
What was that?
Before we get to the end of the day. So like 2:00, maybe 2:30. I'm in here. There's a customer that kept asking me if he could bring his ruck by so I could see if he's packed correctly for MSW.
Mm-hmm.
He did pretty good.
He did pretty good. But then some random person walks in the door and they're just like, hey, Jordan, the cops are here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then you come running as I'm like,
he came to my window first because I saw him pull up and John was in front of the window. And the cop's like, I got a 911 call that somebody's hurt. And I was like, this is the first I'm hearing about it. And I was like, let me go in the shop. And I was like, Jordan, okay, he's already outside.
Yeah, because you came around the corner and you're like, Jordan, I was like, I know. And I'm like walking out and I look and I go, well, I don't recognize this cop. He must be new.
Yeah.
And I look at him, I was like, hey, bud, how you doing? And he's just like, got a 911 call? I was like, that's news to me. And he's like, says the person that called. And I was like, well, that's staff. And I was like, but yeah, they're not over here. I was like, I guess we could walk over there. And you guys are like, oh yeah, no. We called 911.
Yeah. Yeah, he had dislocated shoulder, and he's a regular player, good guy. Actually, we still have your stuff, so come by and get your stuff.
Oh, so he did leave in that ambulance.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
I wasn't sure. Well, I am not nearly qualified enough to like put a shoulder back in the socket.
absolutely
Right.
not.
Like I've seen some movies where people just like yank on the arm and the guy's like, ow, and then it goes back in. I don't fucking know. Like that's just, I'm not going to fuck
Wait,
you up.
was Bob here?
I was going to say,
Bob was here. Bob was here.
Bob's
here
like,
on
we
Saturday.
actually want to target an area in your foot. Yeah, it's all connected.
Bob was here on.
Stabs it, it's like,
His shoulder's dislocated. He's like stabbing his foot with needles.
I was going to say Bob was here on Saturday. If only he was here
that's right.
yesterday.
Bob would have been like, oh, you're fine. You're fine. It's just a dislocated shoulder.
bro, he took it like a champ. Like there was some visible, like it's almost like when the arm falls off the dummy here, you know, it's like slightly
And the
longer.
sleeve is holding it on.
It goes from looking like this to that.
Yep.
There was some. He's taking it like a champ, but he's like, "Hey, my gun's still out there," and I was like, "Yeah, where did this happen?" He's like, "Oh, it's on the hill in between Newtown and CQB. You know where it gets steep there."
Yeah.
And so in my head, I'm immediately thinking like the most craggy, rocky thing ever, right?
Happened
Like,
on
oh
flat ground.
fuck! I was like, he fucking like fell or whatever. And I'm looking around, looking for his gun. And I'm like, shit, I can't find his gun. And then I just step down a little bit further where it's not rocky, it's just soil, and it's not even really that steep. And I see his gun laying there, and then I see the most Scooby-Doo, like you could tell, like it was just mud.
Probably would have been okay if it was on the rock area.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
But you could tell he was just slipping and like this, and it was just like all the way down. I was like, oh shit, there's this stuff.
God.
But yeah, man, he took it like a champ. And I wasn't sure. I told Mike to call 911, and I was just like, hey, tell him it's like he's not bleeding out or anything. Like, you don't have to come up here to lights and sirens and all that shit.
Yeah, I was wondering why the cop was here for that.
He might have just been the closest. Sometimes
yeah.
they do that. I had to call 911 for my sister a long time ago, and the first person there was a state trooper. I thought, I was like, maybe they're just going to put him in the, I actually called, I talked to him, and I was like, hey, I know you're probably in like a shit ton of pain right now, but I might be able to save you some money, you know, because every time you call an ambulance, they charge you for that.
It's a lot.
And I was like, hey, my buddy Angel he's a paramedic. He was just here last weekend for AMS. He was AMS's like paramedic.
Yeah.
I was like, do you want me to give him a call and maybe he can like help you out, and you know, you don't have to pay a shit ton of money. He's like, yeah. So, but he was at a football game. It didn't matter. But
Oh yeah, that's right. Him and Dylan went to a game on Sunday.
yeah. So I thought they were just going to take him in the ambulance and like, you know, do the movie fucking pop it in place, and he would just be like, that fucking sucked. But no, they ended up taking him. So
I feel like if we ask Angel, he would probably confirm this, but there's probably some liability involved there.
absolutely.
Yeah, which is why they're like, no, we'll take you to the hospital.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like
No, no.
liability is certainly something always in the back of my mind, but first and foremost, I don't want to hurt him more by me tugging on it because I watched it in some show. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't something I did in the military. It wasn't like
It's like watching Zero Dark 30 and thinking you're a SEAL.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm just not going to do that. And even the cop that showed up, he was just, you know, I told him, I was like, hey, we don't want to like fuck with him because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to touch him either.
Yeah.
Like he was in the same boat. So
Really chill cop. It was kind of funny because he's like on the radio with dispatch. He's like, yeah, dispatch, I'm here with one of the owners. He said he had no idea what's going on. I was like, whoa, hold on. I own the shop, not the field.
yeah.
What I heard from a random player was completely different than what actually happened.
Oh, nice.
This guy slipped and dislocated his shoulder. The cop happened to come first for whatever reason, probably because he was closer, like you said.
Yeah.
I heard he got into a fight with another player and got pushed and then dislocated his shoulder.
I'm going to find this on Reddit. I'm going to find this on Reddit this week.
No,
Mark my words.
I heard this from a random player.
No, he slipped on mud.
And it's like, somebody had to make that up first.
Yeah.
Like,
Somebody had to just bold-faced lie about it. Yeah.
Which wouldn't be the first that would be the first bold-faced lie of the day.
That's crazy. Yeah, of that day. Yeah.
it's just like, why? Just why?
Because the last time I was perusing Reddit looking for Zulu 24, somebody was like, yeah, my friend was there and some guy got caught shooting 550 FPS because he cranked his Polar Star brake. I'm like, when? Yeah. When was this? That's not true.
Yeah. But yeah, you took it like a champ. Also, your gun shoots really good.
You picked it up. You're like, might as well take a couple test shots.
Well, I was clearing it, right? And, you know, I cleared it while looking down the sights, and it shoots really good.
Did you unplug his battery?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I didn't plug
Is
this.
it a gun I built?
I'll tell you his name afterwards. And
Yeah.
It probably is.
Because I'll message him and be like, hey, man, I heard you got hurt. If it's one of my customers, because I have a way to contact him, check up on him.
But yeah, so then after that, Narnia happened. and we went through 4 different biomes.
Yeah. So here's the thing with the top of this hill. It is an intersection between 4 different biomes, and that intersection is like moving in like a mile radius all the time, and you never know what you're going to get.
It went from
It's the top of this hill. It's cursed.
yeah, dude. Like it went from raining to then no rain, and then windy as fuck, and then that went away, and then the sun was out for most of the day, and then like randomly at the end of the day, it just started hailing.
Sideways.
Yeah, it was
Sideways hail.
Yeah, and it was like BB-sized hail.
Yeah.
For like, I don't know, 6 minutes or so.
You ever see those like time lapses in a movie where it shows the years passing by in
Yeah.
the different seasons? Like that's what it looked like for me looking out the window all day. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I had to check my phone to make sure it was still today's, that day's date.
Yeah, it was the year that changed. But
I step outside, you're like a real old man. You're just like, 4 still in business, baby.
But it was wild. All the players on the field was like, that was cool, because it happened during the game. And they were like, oh, that was cool. But I was like, where the fuck do we live? What is this? And then like that shit rolls through, and then the sun comes out.
Yep.
And it's like beautiful out. Like, what the fuck? Where are we, man?
It's the top of this freaking hill, man. It's just, there's something about it.
It was whiplash. It was weather related whiplash. It was just like, oh, it's raining today. I'm going to bring my raincoat. Nope, just kidding. Now it's warm outside. Yep, just now it's windy.
If cloudy with a chance of meatballs would ever happen, it would happen here.
Yeah, for real.
For
dude.
5 seconds. And then, like, where do all these hot dogs come from?
Oh shit! Had some chili dogs at the snack shack.
Yo, the snack bar chili really hits. Really hits the spot. That's like cold weather mandatory.
Dude,
Get the chili. It'll warm you up. And I didn't shit funny after either, so you know it's good chili.
the cornbread. You got to get with the cornbread.
Cornbread's really good.
Fantastic.
You got to get the cheese and the sour cream in the chili. Schwacker season is done. It is now chili season.
That's right. Real quick, while we're wrapping this up, the season passes are on sale.
Season passes are on sale.
Season passes are on sale. They are selling. Don't wait. We are stopping. Well, the sale of the season pass, the 2026 season pass, ends December 31st. So you got to get them now. We're only selling 100, so there's limited quantity. With that, you get obviously all your entry to open play, night games, Friday nights when we do those are all covered with that. You get 3 guest passes. You also get priority for any Zulu produced events. So you will get an email first and asking basically, hey, do you want to play? What team do you want to play on? And then you also get a discounted entry for those events. You also get 10% off everything we sell up at the counter, not in the shop. I don't own the shop.
Someone tried to use that this weekend here in the store.
Oh, that's easy. You just look at the date. What's that date say? 2026?
No. They were also trying to use it in the store.
To do what?
Discount.
The guy walks in, he's like, I bought the season pass. So am I going to get 10% off my order here? I was like, well, no. I was like, 2 separate businesses. Also, that doesn't start until 2026.
Yeah, also it's not 2026. Nope, you get 10% off everything that Zulu, the Airsoft field, sells up at the register. So that's dead rags, frags, smokes, BBs, tourniquets, T-shirts, merch. Hoodies that are going to be coming out soon, merch, all that stuff. You get 10% off of that. So if you're on the fence about it, I would jump in on it. They are going fairly quickly. Buy one from your grandmother. She'll love you. And then when she passes on, she'll leave you her motorcycle.
It is an extremely good deal. It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a stellar deal.
For more information on that, head on over to Zulu24.square.site.
Link in the caption.
Link in the caption. Anthony, you know what time it is? It's Normie. What do you got today?
Jordan.
Anthony picked this one.
Yeah, Anthony picked this one.
I saw in the comment, is it normie to put your airsoft guns in a gun safe?
No.
No.
Yes, but we have to cover the nuance.
It's yes or no.
No.
All right, that wraps it up for today, guys.
Oh, we don't want to talk about the last part of Sunday?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let's do the Normie thing, and then we'll go back to my favorite
There's
part.
a good transition to that, actually.
Yeah.
In lieu of this
Actually,
topic.
it kind of plays in.
Yeah, maybe you should lock things up in a safe.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe.
Having kids in the house And if I had to, I don't have to. I lost custody of my shed, so all my airsoft stuff is here. Technically, I lock it up.
Losing custody of your own shed is wild.
Do you at least
Yeah,
get your shed on weekends?
You just wait. Sometimes,
Yeah.
when I need a tool, like I have to climb over all the other shit to get to it.
Why is there a trampoline?
What the fuck? Why is there a
you
ball pit?
have to jump on the trampoline to get to your tools.
Where did we get
You're
this
like, "My knees
inflatable
fucked."
slide?
There's a bouncy house in there. You're like, I don't know. So if you had kids in the house and you didn't have, like it makes sense, right? If you got kids in the house and you have something that resembles a firearm and you're trying to teach them, proper firearm etiquette technique, whatever the fuck, like you should lock it up, right? Because now they see you putting something that looks like a gun in a safe, you know what I mean? Like that you should do it. And plus, you don't want your kids potentially, I don't know, unless you store your guns with the batteries in it or gas in the mags or whatever, speaking airsoft terms.
You should never store it with a battery in it.
No,
You should
not
store
at
your
all.
mags with gas in it.
That is also true.
Yes.
But like,
At least green gas.
like I there's a safety concern there, but it would require you to like leave your magazines loaded and batteries in.
And you
shit
shouldn't
like that.
store your airsoft gun with your mid caps loaded.
That's also true.
So you wear it at the springs.
But
That goes for gas mags too.
but I think more just it's less of a safety issue, more of like a
Proper etiquette.
yeah, like I don't know, teaching your now I don't know if I would buy a safe
Just for airsoft.
just for airsoft.
So like my thing there is like 2 weeks ago, we talked about how it was super hyper mega normie to put an RPG or your airsoft guns on your wall in your
Yeah.
living room. So this is the exact opposite, which to me would mean it's not normie at all. However, no, I don't keep my airsoft guns in my gun safe at home, but I do keep my gear bag in the garage or in the basement, which is
Sure.
equivalent-ish, where it's like, no, I don't just have random BBs on the floor in the living room. Like,
Yeah, but
don't be a
you
slob.
also don't have like you're the youngest person in the house.
100%.
So you don't have little curious hands that are
No, but in terms of like keeping things neat and organized, like my LBT bag is in my garage and my extra airsoft shit is in a storage bin. Like it doesn't need to be
Jordan, we've all seen your workbench over here.
over there is one
Yeah,
thing.
there is no organized.
No, at home there is.
No, I think you can literally just take an airsoft gun, put it on the top shelf of your closet, and
Yeah.
kind of be okay with that. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't specifically buy a safe unless state mandated somewhere.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
There is state mandated for real firearms, yeah.
sure, absolutely.
Like
I wouldn't buy a safe just for my airsoft guns. And honestly, I don't know if I would even. This is boogaloo stuff, right? Or worst case scenario shit that we all daydream about while we're taking a shit. Like I wouldn't put my airsoft guns in my gun safe because in a stress situation, if I'm opening it up and I reach in and just grab a fucking M4 because I'm going to set up my airsoft gun just like my real gun. That's just the way I am, right? And I reach in and grab it like what are the chances? I got a 50% chance that I might accidentally under stress grab an airsoft gun, you know what I mean? Which may be disadvantageous for you when there's somebody.
Grabs the one with the Bosch unit on it, thinking it's your real one.
Yeah, right. This man's
I'll
invincible.
tell you this. You know what is normie? Storing your airsoft gun in a shed or the back of your pickup truck or
What are you talking about?
or in an unclimate controlled garage because that's how you break your guns.
It's not.
And I think a pinnacle normieism
only if it's
is
3D printed.
a pinnacle normieism is your gun breaking on you because you treat it like crap. You don't even do the bare minimum. You leave it out in the backyard next to the doghouse.
If it can't handle that, then it's not worth it.
She can't handle steel shelters or brass, brother. No, brother.
Airsoft.
I don't think it's normie.
I don't think it's normie.
There might be a number of reasons why you might do it, but none of those reasons I can think of as being normie.
No.
You know,
I think that buying a safe specifically for your airsoft guns is normie.
I don't think it's normie. I think it's overkill.
Well, it's overkill for sure because safes are fucking expensive.
One of the reason why you get a gun safe for your actual guns, there's certain characteristics that a gun safe has that like a metal cabinet doesn't. You know, it's got thick steel. Hopefully it's like, you know, has some bulletproof rating to it. Ideally,
Like there's a
fire.
Demolition Ranch video on that.
Yeah, fire resistant.
Sure.
You know, hopefully the company that makes this safe doesn't sell your information to the government.
Oh, that was a big thing at one point too.
Liberty safes.
Liberty safe.
Yeah.
Liberty.
Imagine the government comes and they open your safe and it's just airsoft
You're
guns.
like, wait a minute.
It stops.
Surprise, cockbags.
It's like, yeah, I'm not getting arrested, but they still shot my dog. Like, what did I gain here?
You gain some free time because now you don't have to feed that dog.
I mean, if you wanted to put it in something that you can close and lock because there's kids and you don't have firearms, like you can get like for a lot cheaper, you can just get like a little metal locker. You can put your guns in that.
You could also just lock your gun case.
You could also do that.
Yeah.
But I'll say
even
one
on the cloth gun bags, you could just put a lock through this.
Yeah.
You know, you can get a metal cabinet that can fit several airsoft guns for less money than you can get cases that you can lock for an
Yeah, for
individual
sure.
gun.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
like if you wanted one place to put all of them and lock it up, I think a cabinet.
Or you could just put it in a room that has a lock on it. Turn the entire room into a safe.
Yeah, but if you have a quarter, you can.
Or a debit or credit card.
I'm thinking a bedroom here.
Yeah, right.
You put a deadbolt.
Yeah, I really don't think it's normie, dude.
All right. Agree to disagree. I think that one caveat. I think if you buy a safe just for an airsoft gun, that's a little bit normie.
I mean, I think an actual firearm safe is a useful thing to have. Like this,
What if you don't have firearms?
right? But if
What if
it's
it's just for your airsoft?
But if it has some rating for protection against fire, you could still put important documents in it. You can still put jewelry
that's not what we're
in it.
talking about.
I'm just
though.
saying,
No,
like,
but he's saying the use of a safe in other contexts. I get it because, like,
you're an American. You have a right to privacy. Get a fucking bulletproof, fire-resistant safe that you can put shit in. Okay,
make sure it's a Faraday cage too.
Yeah, right.
yeah, it's safer than your mattress.
EMP proof. It's where I
Yeah.
keep my cell phone all day.
Put your tax evasion
Every
funds
time he
in there.
takes it out, it's 50 emails.
Yeah. It's all spam. All of it.
Yeah.
There's one email buried in there somewhere.
It's all
my,
promotional emails.
It's my Central Hudson fucking. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. I tried that. Okay. Let's finish this up.
There's good reasons to want to lock your stuff up. Like, you know, I was messing with Mike this weekend because I walked by his car and his trunk was wide open. He had several expensive guns in there and his gear. So I was like, all right, well, I got to fuck with Mike. So I grabbed his gun. I brought it inside, put it on his bench. And he's just he's so fucking like mellow tempered, you know, like he's so like,
Even keeled.
yeah, there's no like reaction. I was just like, hey, you know, tech should have trust issues because these parts don't always show up in the, you know, with the proper dimensions. And I was like, you left your trunk wide open. That doesn't look like trust issue. I'm just like fucking with him, you know,
Yeah.
like Mr. Miyagi or whatever. You know, I was just like, ugh.
Anthony's just gaslighting his text.
Yes, it's making them good techs. I was like, your gun's right here. I was like, somebody stole it from your trunk. And he was like, whoa. You know, I was like, so he ended up closing his trunk afterwards. And he's very happy that I took his gun and prompted him to close his trunk because when the hail came, when it started hailing sideways, his stuff was dry.
There you go.
So,
That's true.
Silver lining.
and then another thing happened too in lieu of that.
What was that?
Well, it wasn't in my shop.
So real quick before we talk about that, I just want to either thank or apologize to everybody. I did do an email marketing campaign and
How'd it go?
I haven't checked the stats on it yet.
Okay.
But I hate getting fucking basically spam email, right? I mean, this one was just about the season pass, right? Everybody. And so you can easily unsubscribe from that if you just unsubscribe. There's no loops to jump through or anything like that. It was just the first time I ever tried it. So put it
Why
down.
are you holding an MP5?
Put it down in the comments below. Was that how was that received? Because I don't want to piss
Was that a
people off.
step too far?
Has Zulu 24 gone too far?
Across the line. I get annoyed because I still get emails from other fields that I've been to.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, brother, like you're in a completely different state. But
Well, so for me, it's like you pass that level of annoyance if every time I open my email, it's like new email.
no. Once a month at most.
Yeah.
That's when I'll do that. Just to remind people like, hey, the anniversary's coming up, or hey, like this event's going on. Hey, there's an open play this day because AMS is here. You know what I mean? That way people can just stay updated.
Nobody's
Hey,
spam emails will ever be as bad or compete with Temu. The Temu,
Bro.
the Temu, I don't even think you have to buy anything from Temu. I don't even think you have to give them your email. Why? Because it's fucking China, okay?
Yeah.
And it's just spyware. You're on it, they're like Dude, they're looking at the pictures you were taking on your phone in 2016. Like they're looking through your iCloud, everything. The emails are non-stop. I unsubscribe. I delete all the emails. And then a week later, there's like 100 more. A week, 100 emails.
Yeah, you got to throw your phone in the ocean.
Like,
That's the only way.
dude,
Dumpster fire. Or
Dumpster We're not sponsored yet.
I know we're not.
and you're not auto sending
You
emails.
gotta bleep that now.
I know.
You're not like auto sending an email every single week. So be like,
no,
remember, open play is this weekend.
Right.
Will you be
No,
coming?
you know what would be fun to send out via those emails? I don't know. Maybe you put it in with the season pass. Did you talk about February?
No, I didn't yet.
Okay.
No, I didn't yet.
I didn't know if you made a decision on that.
Oh, yeah. Everybody gets a discount in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Regardless of whether you have a season pass is free. But if you come play in February, it's $25. February sucks, dude. Yeah. The weather sucks.
Oh, that's a $10 discount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's across the board. That's for everybody.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Because we had talked about it, and then I was like, we haven't talked about anything else from that yet, and we haven't said it on any platform at all yet.
Are there any special plans for the Zulu anniversary this year? Aside from getting 500 pizzas,
Yeah.
5 bajillion pizzas.
No, I mean, it's
more pizzas than Dave has systemas.
everybody gets discount. Veterans get in for free. Not their families, just them. I know that sounds tough, but veterans get in for free.
It happened.
What about active duty? They're not a veteran.
Shut up.
They're
Anthony.
still in.
Shut the fuck up, Anthony.
What about cops?
No, first responders. I don't do first responders. And not because I don't like them. It's just,
I know. I have to play devil's advocate.
I'm a veteran, so I'm taking care of my own. Fucking.
But the other day you told me, fuck the police, coming straight from the underground.
Shut the fuck up, Anthony.
Antec has toes that are brown.
Everybody gets a discount. There'll be some raffle stuff and they're just
be a fun day.
fun games all day. Obviously, everybody gets free pizza for lunch and all that stuff.
The last anniversary game gave birth to Milsim Day. What are we going to learn this time around?
Who knows? We're definitely going to do that format though. If we get the numbers that we're probably going to get, just start a game in the morning and
just
run it till lunch. Dude.
Dylan looked at me like 2 weeks ago. He's like, "What if we did a Milsim Day on the anniversary game?" I was like, "Fuck no!"
No. That's too many moving parts.
I was like, "Absolutely fucking not. That's just normal open play."
Yeah, too many moving parts. Just plan for 2 games. 1 game in the morning, one game in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because Chrono's going to be. I mean, Jesus, check-in was it 2 years ago? Check-in line was all the way to the shop.
Yeah,
It was like, holy shit.
got to get the new waiver post ready because that goes out January 1st.
I'm going to try to do scratch-off skin this year. I just can't find the company I used last year, and they were hyper easy, and I just can't remember the fucking company I used. So we may have scratch-offs, we may not, but,
It'll be fun.
yeah, it'll be
It's gonna be a
good
good time.
Wow.
Anyway, on a not good time note, we were all wrapped up. I was all wrapped up, ready to go Sunday.
And we had an interesting experience, and it plays very much into Anthony stealing Mike's gun out of his trunk.
You should close your trunk, Mike.
Well, no. So here's the thing. We have a really good track record of shit not getting stolen here.
Yeah.
Like,
I can only think of 3 times.
I can think of probably 3 times.
Yeah, but do I always question the government? Yeah.
Yeah. And the internet is never defeated. The internet is always undefeated in this shit because the last time something got stolen, this was a long time ago. It was someone's Sistema, and within 12 hours we had found the gun, and the police had already been, called. Which is another story for another time. Maybe we tell that next week.
If you want to hear that story, comment below.
If you want to hear that story, comment below because it's a fucking good one. But on Sunday, we have a system in the shop. You can come in, you can pay $2. I charge your battery. That $2 ensures 2 different things. One, you are going to get a fully charged battery when you're done, and I keep track of your shit. Now, this player that plays here a lot, I'm not going to name him. He left his battery with us, and right on it, it's got his call sign, and it says number 1 or number 2 on it. I forgot exactly which one because he has 3 batteries.
Yeah.
And they're all the same battery. They are also brand new. And he leaves it, pays the $2. We charge his battery, and we put it right on the counter in front of the register. And I remember walking by it going, oh, yeah, he still hasn't come back for his battery. Oh, he still hasn't come back for his battery. And then the battery's not there. And I'm like, oh, he must have come back for his battery. And then he comes back for the battery. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, it must have gotten moved. Because like, we're always moving shit around back there.
Yeah.
Like right now we're having a problem where I need to get more batteries for the rentals. So shit's always moving around because we're trying to figure out which one's charged, which one's not. That's on this week's to-do list to fix. And I'm like, damn, where'd his battery go? He's like, I left it right there. I was like, this is not good. So I asked him nicely. I'm like, hey, can you give me like 5-10 minutes? I'm going to try and find your battery. I don't know where it went. And he's super chill about it. He's like, absolutely no problem. That's fine. I'm packing my shit up. I'll come back before I leave. Perfect. Awesome. And I finally go, I don't think his battery's here. Let's watch the cameras. There's a camera right there. And right there. And one right outside the building. And we watch, and I'm looking back on the cameras. I'm looking back, and I'm like, battery. There it is. And I just hit play. And I would just watch, and I start fast forwarding through it. And then all of a sudden, you see a player come in, do the exact same thing, give Dan a battery to charge.
Yep.
And then he looks at his battery on the counter. And I'm not going to use my cup of water because it's got water in it. He like looks at it, spins it around.
No, you forget the part on camera where he reads the fucking call sign.
He reads it, looks at it, spins it around, just slides it into his pocket, and then looks at the fucking camera.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
And I'm like,
Gotcha.
But the way he looked at the camera, because I saw the video, it was like,
yeah.
Yeah. For those listening, Anthony
Stared straight into the camera.
Oh shit, there's a camera there. What a fucking that is not the first time, not here, but that's not the first time in his life he's pocketed shit.
Well,
he did that shit so smooth, dude. He even did like the slight look over the shoulder, like
it was beyond.
Nobody's looking.
It was beyond any misunderstanding of, oh, I thought because I left my battery, I get this one. Nope, it wasn't that. Like the guilt, there was like shame in the way
so
that he did it.
we immediately are like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? Because we don't recognize him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to go out in the parking lot because if he's still here, this is going to be a problem. And he's not. And I'm just like, fuck. Okay. So I immediately pull a brand new battery, go give it to that customer that got his battery stolen, explain the entire thing to him, show him the video. He's super fucking chill. He didn't even want to take the free battery. I was like, no, you left your shit with me so that I could charge it and make sure it stays here and you get your shit back. I was like, that's how the system works. You lost battery, you get a battery. That's how this goes. And then somebody walks in the door and we're bitching because that's just what we do. And we're trying to figure out a way to solve this problem. And he goes, oh, I played with that kid today. He's like, I don't know him, but I know his friend. And he's like, let me call his friend. And he calls his friend and he's just like, hey, man.
But they weren't friends.
They weren't friends. He's just like, I just know him. And he's like, hey, man, I'm at the shop at Zulu. And they think they got your boy that was with you today on video stealing from the shop. They don't even argue it.
No, they didn't. Yeah, on speaker.
Yeah, on speaker.
Yeah, they didn't even.
They didn't even argue it. And he's just like, oh. And they're like, yeah, you need to come back here right now. And they're like, all right, we'll turn around. Like, didn't even try to fight it.
No.
Didn't even try to deny it. Like 5, 10, 15 minutes go by. You're hanging out here and you're like, they're not coming back.
That's what I thought. I was like, they're not coming back.
JoJo's standing at the door ready to fucking fight on sight, which again, somebody's gonna be like, oh, it's just a battery. That's not the point.
That's not the point.
It's the principle of it. And it's like, yeah, it was a battery, but you also don't fucking steal.
Soft on crime doesn't work.
No. And I'm fuming.
Okay, this isn't fucking Walmart, all right?
I'm fuming. To quote Barbara, she's like, when you get quiet and start pacing around, I know you're pissed. Yeah, I'm mad. And so he calls him again and he's like, hey, they're not kidding. They're going to give the videos to the cops if your boy doesn't come back here. And they're like, yeah, he already left the restaurant. He's on his way back. I'm like, oh, shit, they might actually be coming. Like,
yeah.
Maybe Dave was wrong in this instance. Turns out he did show back up.
Yeah,
and
he did.
His fucking justification makes my blood boil. I didn't know. I thought it was my friend's battery. He has the same one.
He fucking read it. You can see it. This is okay. So we're not going to post this video because it's not necessary. But like in the video, he literally turns the battery over, sees the other guy's call sign, and like takes a second and like reads it.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, there's no chance in fucking hell.
He looked over his shoulder as he was putting it in his pocket.
You like accidentally. That battery didn't fall into his cargo pocket or his pocket or whatever the fuck. Even the way he put it in his pocket was like, brother, come on.
And I went back and watched it a couple more times, and I watched it with the audio turned on, and I realized when he's looking over his shoulder, he's looking at me because I'm standing at the other end of the counter because you can hear me talking because I had a customer's gun open on the counter, and I'm like, this motherfucker did it right under my nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he tried to deny it. entirely. He's like, oh,
we showed him the video.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, you want to change your story now,
yeah,
brother?
you wanna
Like,
change
come on.
it? And
I heard what was happening on the other side, and it started out as like, I didn't do it. I didn't mean to do it. And no, I'm not like that. I'm sorry.
yeah. Progression.
Yeah.
And I poked my head in because I just had to see his face because I didn't know if like he was going to get banned from the field because
Absolutely,
of this.
yeah, 100%.
Then I just wanted to make sure that if like he came to my window for like tech work, I'd be like, I don't serve.
And I
thieves.
hear like Barbara's having her conversation with him, and I can hear Anthony's door unlock, and I'm waiting for Anthony to come in and be like,
I'm gonna be like, we used to have a beautiful country.
yeah, some bullshit like that. So as soon as he walks in,
I happen to say just the most appropriately inappropriate
Yeah,
Trump
right.
thing as I walk in, like, we're gonna be very hard on crime in this country.
Yeah, but so I thought that he was going to do something like that. So as soon as I saw him, I kind of I just was like
Hold on.
basically told him like, hey, like,
Don't be a dick.
well, this is like code for like, hey, there's some real shit happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew. I just had to see his face.
Another
Yeah.
customer tried to walk in the middle of it.
Yeah,
So I was like, sorry, bud, you just got to go.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I was pissed. But again, the internet's undefeated because immediately through
within-
social media.
Within 15 minutes.
Yeah. And it's like, it was enough time that dude drove back here, had this whole interaction with us, gets fucking banned because you should be.
Yep.
And the dude whose battery he took is still here.
Yeah, he's still here.
And I'm like, holy shit. Because I thought he had left. I was just like I was mad, but I was glad there was a resolution to it. And I was just like, okay, like I have his phone number. I can call him during the week and let him know everything got resolved and he can have his battery back and all this shit. And then Barbara comes in. She's like, no, he's over there. I'm like, fuck it. Awesome. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't fucking steal.
Don't steal. Stealing is the lowest form of human. It's the worst part is too, maybe in his head he was like, he thought he was stealing from the store, you know, and maybe he thinks that we make $1 billion or whatever the fuck, right? It's all fucked up anyway. But he didn't. He stole from another player. That was another player's battery. That was another player's battery that he went in to get charged. Like he didn't even steal from the store, you know, or whatever the fuck, dude. It's so gross. I hate it. Yeah, obviously that player, and I told him, you know, that he could never play here again. It didn't affect him at all. I was like, all right, whatever. Don't be a stealer unless you're from Pittsburgh. That's okay.
I'm so glad that you made that joke because I said that to Alex and he didn't get it.
Oh, no.
And I was like, because he came in on the tail end of all that and he finally sits down and Alex is like turned into everyone's little brother here. And he's like, what was that about? And I was like, fucking Pittsburgh people. And he's like, oh, was that dude from Pittsburgh? He's like, I thought you had a lot of friends in Pittsburgh too. And I was like, Alex, like the football team.
The
He's like,
Steelers.
oh, and I was like, Pittsburgh Steelers, the dude stole. And he's like, oh, that's funny. He's like, I'm not a football guy. I'm like, neither am I.
All right, just for, I don't know, just for everybody listening out there, we have cameras all over this motherfucker, dude. Like even in the staging area, there's not a lot of theft that happens in the staging area, and this is why, right? It's happened to me multiple times. People are like, oh, hey, somebody stole, and I'm like, cool, let me check the camera, and then I rewind the camera, and it's like on their table or whatever, and then I'm like, hey, check your fucking pouch because that's where you put it, and they're like, oh yeah, here it is, right here, I just put it in the pouch. Like it's very rare. It happens very rarely.
I also have the cameras in here for the exact reason of me going back and figuring out where I put something down.
Well, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah. This isn't somebody's backyard. Like these are two actual four actual businesses here. Like there's cameras at the fucking snack bar. There's cameras in staging. There's cameras in here.
There's cameras in Anthony's room.
Yeah, like
Yeah. No.
When you steal stuff, you're taking food out of some other kid's mouth. So, from somebody's kid's mouth. You're taking food out of. Holy crap! I can't speak right now.
you're doing good. You're doing
When
good.
you steal, you are depriving somebody's child of food.
I mean, maybe, but
Shit costs money. People work for that.
Well, it's
People
also,
invest for that.
It's
If you steal, you're not working. You're not investing it.
it's also the epitome of mistaking someone's kindness for weakness.
yeah, it's silly. I can't stand it, dude. Everybody works hard for their shit. Everybody does.
Yeah.
And to think that you can just bypass all that hard work and just take something, it's so stupid, dude. So fucking stupid. I like of all the things you could do, man, like stealing to me just gets under my fucking skin, man.
Yeah.
Because people work hard for their shit. And especially now, dude, like not everybody's got extra money laying around. You know, I mean, we see it in this industry. I'm sure other entertainment industries see the same thing. And so, I mean, what's that battery cost? $30, $40?
35.
$35. That's the same as just stealing $35 from somebody. Maybe that was his fucking lunch money on the way home. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. If you didn't earn it, it's not yours. Fuck you. You know, yeah. Sorry. That one drives me up the wall.
Yep.
Which is why, if you want to hear the story about the time a Sistema got stolen, do drop it in the comment section because we'll tell that story next week.
That one was great.
That one was, the internet is fucking undefeated. Like,
And criminals telling themselves.
yeah, the criminals out themselves. That is, yeah, 100%. Oh,
That's I gotta say the airsoft community is really great in that regard. Like if something gets stolen, motherfuckers show up.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they show up. They're just like, I got you. Like they stole
Like,
your your fog wiper. Your gut. Fucking all right. Send the onslaught.
and it's not even just one person. It's like fucking 50 that are just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
It's
Nobody.
like this hive mind opens up and then the internet just like unveils. Like we could probably get somebody's social security number in like 30 minutes, dude.
Nobody who comes here.
that's so true.
Nobody who comes here wants to play at a place where like it's normal for things to get stolen.
Yeah.
Like if
No.
and that's why I think this is worth talking about.
It is.
Because like that was the reaction over a battery, you know.
Yeah, because
Not a $1,000+ gun. It's over a battery. But the point is this: it's like nobody here is okay with anybody stealing anything from anybody. You know,
the last theft story we told on the podcast was the kid that stole the chest rig. And actually, it's kind of funny because players now recite that story to me.
That's just amazing.
Yeah, but
The setup for that one was so amazing. Like once we figured out who it was during the anniversary.
Yeah, it was.
And we were just like, hey, you guys want a prize? Come
Yeah.
with me. And the cop showed up. It was so good, dude.
yeah, like players now come up to me and they're like, dude, that's a fucking hilarious story. And they like start reciting it back to me. I'm like, oh, you actually watched the podcast?
I would have lured them in a different way, personally. So what you do is you get a box, you hold it up with the stick, and you have a string to the stick, and then you put a trail of candy leading up to it.
No, chest rigs.
Yeah,
No, just the buckles for the chest rig.
Yeah, yep. And he's just like, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy.
There's just a kid standing with a box on his head. You're like, you.
You drop the box, and the box is like, then it stops because it gives up because he knows he's not getting out of that cardboard box. That's
All right.
it's an elaborate trap.
All right. Let's wrap this up. Whew.
This was a fun one.
This is a good one. All right. With that, good night. God bless. And we're out.